everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Batmantary, the only Batman show where we like when you come in our Bat Caves. I'm your host, 3D Jake, and today with me, as always, is the Bat Clan with special guest, Epic-tastic Joshua Drake. First up, we have a guy who literally name rhymes with Bat, Matt Wyatt. How you doing, Matt?
Doing great. Can never get tired of the score. That should be like the new Batman movie score. Batmantary, boom, boom, and epic.
Yeah.
Next up is our special guest. He is epic. He's Bat-tastic, and it is Joshua. How you doing, Joshua?
I'm doing great. Finally getting to be on your channel. Even though we've done collaborations before, but not live stream wise. But it's great to be here.
That's great. All right, and we have Flutz from movie Pop Culture 13, a guy who literally says he wants to be like Paul Dano's Riddler. How you doing?
Yeah, but no, I'm happy to be here, man. I don't know where I said that. I don't know. You got the proof, Jake? But no, I'm always happy to be here. This is going to be fun. You know, it's always fun to do these streams with you. You know, it's going to be fun watching Batman Forever with you guys. And it's awesome to have Joshua with us. So it's always going to be a good time. Happy to be here.
Next up is a guy who literally says, "Holy bat nipples." He's a guy who literally says he sympathizes with Jim Carrey's Riddler. Jacob Martin. How you doing, Jacob Martin?
I'm doing pretty good. It's actually kind of good to be talking about Batman Forever. I was kind of on a Jim Carrey kick lately. I finally watched Sonic the Hedgehog 3 the other day. Jim Carrey was awesome in that movie, by the way. 2 Jim Carrey's in that movie. He still hadn't lost his touch. So now it's good to watch Jim Carrey in his prime.
And last but not least, a guy who literally chews up the scenery like Tommy Lee Jones in this movie, Ryan Cam. How you doing, Ryan?
With
really has 2 faces.
It's great to be here as always. Batman Forever has it's a bit of a soft spot for me. I recognize it's not great, but I always defended it kinda. So this will be interesting to see what happens.
Oh, well, you know what?
Yeah.
This movie's not great. I mean, is this movie the best Batman movie ever made? No. But it's a fun movie. It is a very fun movie. And look, you know what?
It's a hell of a lot better than what's next.
Yeah.
People always try to shit on both of those 2 movies.
But even though Batman and Robin was the worst, but it was actually fun to make fun of.
It's still gonna be fun to watch with you guys. It'll be fun.
I own the whole McFarlane line of this movie, and I own the Batmobile from the McFarlane line from Batman Forever. I love, this movie because it's a fun movie. It has a cool merchandise from this movie that's awesome. Like the Riddler looks really cool in this movie. I mean, look, I like the Paul Dano one, but like Jim Carrey, he actually looks cool. He doesn't look like the Zodiac killer, and he actually has question marks on him, and and there's even a shot like I'm watching this on my Vudu, and there's a shot of Chris O'Donnell standing on top of the rock with the green on the Riddler's island, and you have that green background,
I have that too. I have that too on Fandango.
That looks so cool, doesn't it? That.
Yeah, it does. It's a good shot. It really is.
That's a great shot. I mean, there's a lot.
I like that. I thought they should have kept that costume in Batman and Robin because that costume was a much better costume.
They literally went with Nightwing's costume.
They really should have.
All right. Before we get started, I hope you guys have this on Blu-ray or 4K or VHS or 8-track.
Got the Blu-ray already.
Or Laserdisc.
Got Blu-ray for me.
But if you don't have the copy of the movie, you can stream it on Max. So yeah, if that's your only way to get access to the movie,
pirate it. Don't pirate it. Don't steal it.
Don't pirate it. We're not supporting.
No, we're not supporting.
Or you can do what I did on Mask of the Phantasm and rent it on YouTube for $4.
I'll send y'all a link to an other site if you need one.
Yeah.
One more thing before we start. I wanted to shout out the song "Kiss from a Rose," which was not part of this movie initially, but that Seal song was included in this, and it boosted Seal to no end.
I'm not gonna lie, it will always be stuck in my brain for a lifetime. The first exposure to that song was the promo of Batman Forever for the soundtrack of VHS.
I have that on my iPod.
I think it was the VHS that I owned back in the day. It was like Free Willy 2. and they show the promo of Batman Forever, the music soundtrack, and they played the Seal song.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you know? What you know? What also, it's fun. It's fun. The song is great.
I
Joel
love the
Schumacher-
song.
that song's a flop,
I
by the
agree with
way.
you, Ryan, that it boosts Seal's career for that song.
Also,
It's a really good
homework
song.
for this. Homework
That's
for this
one
for the chat.
thing I
Watch
will
the
give
Kiss from a
the-
Rose music. There you go.
Genie,
That's the one thing I will give
Hey, Gene.
Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. I do like the soundtrack.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Hello to all. Hello, Genie.
Yeah, you two had a big song in the soundtrack too, if I remember correctly.
Hold me, kiss me.
Hold me, throw me, kiss me.
Even though that
kill
Kiss the
me.
Rose has literally nothing to do with the movie, but it was still a
Well,
killer
I mean, what it was
For
this
sure.
is because once Schumacher died, I listened to an interview from Seal, and he said Schumacher was just literally driving from set one day, and he heard this on the radio, and he loved it, and said he told his people, he took like a tape recorder out and put it there, and told his people, find this song, and then they found it, and they said, and they contacted him, and said, hey, can we use this for? There's a scene between Batman and Vicky Vale. And we really are not Vicky Vale, but Batman and Dr. Chase, Nicole Kidman's character.
Nicole Kidman.
And they wanted to play it. And then he contacted him. He said, okay. And they used it. He contacted him months later and said, yeah, that song didn't work, but we're going to use it for the end credit song. And then they liked it. Warner Bros. Likes it so much, they want you to reshoot can we get the rights to the song? And so they did that. They got the rights to the song, and they reshot him on the Batcave singing that song, the Bat Signal. And they said, he really made him a success. It went from like for debut, it went to like 98 to like number 1 on that opening weekend.
Right.
And also, this movie also did a couple things. It killed the Catwoman movie because they were going to write a Catwoman movie after Batman Returns to come out, but then because
Tim Burton.
I didn't know they were going to do a spinoff for Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. I had no idea about that.
It would have been better than the movie we got.
Yeah,
better than Halle Berry.
That's for sure.
The sad part is with the Halle Berry one growing up, I used to love that movie growing up. But when I rewatched it in 2022, I was like, this is not good. But you know what? I can still watch it as a guilty pleasure.
Because it's Halle Berry. I mean, come on. You can't deny Halle Berry. I mean, you all simping on Halle Berry. They literally made a video game based off of that movie. I'm not even joking.
I remember they talk about the video game when G4 used to be a thing as a kid.
Yeah, back in the day when G4 used to be awesome.
But you know, it's funny though. G4 came back
also,
and then
rest in peace. Rest in peace to Joel Schumacher.
Yeah, Schumacher.
Oh yeah, and this is the guy he also directed the original The Lost Boys.
Yeah,
and then he directed Phone Booth. Was that him?
Yeah, Phone Booth. Yeah, he directed Phone Booth, and also he directed
Flatliners is an underrated movie of his.
I still have not seen Flatliners, the original version.
You watched the episode of Smallville with Lana.
Watch the original.
Oh yeah, it's literally a ripoff.
Yeah, Joel Schumacher. And he also directed this underrated one.
I forgot he directed
he did directed it. Phantom of the Opera.
Gerard Butler, before he was Leonidas, he was Dracula in the Phantom of the Opera.
I remember that he played Dracula in that Dracula 2000. I was like, that's Gerard Butler? Damn,
Gerard Butler has a career where he's like, I know, I never.
He didn't have any dialogue.
No, he definitely didn't.
He just didn't have to say shit. He just had to look like a sex-appealed male vampire evil guy.
Can you imagine Gerard Butler saying, I have crossed oceans of time to find you?
I remember he had no lines really in that movie. Like, he had like less than 10 lines in that movie. And I'm just like, Gerard Butler, I can understand why, because I mean his accent, you're like, I don't believe this guy would be Dracula. So they're like, look, he looks like Dracula. Let's just not let him talk. It's like that scene in Batman Returns with the guy Christopher Walken's son, where he's like, Dad.
Come on, son.
By the way, that guy literally, I heard he's like, people say he's a prick, like at conventions. Like I was saying, someone reached out and said, "Oh, that guy's a prick in real life." Like, he said he literally charges ridiculous amounts of line for his graph at conventions, and I'm like, what? They go, yeah, and like whenever the Leatherface died, because he played Leatherface in the Michael Bay Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, and apparently after the original Leatherface died, he talked so much shit about him.
Yeah, come to think of it, yeah, he did play the Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw from that 2003 or 4 when that movie came out. And
2003.
Yeah, it was 3.
He played it too.
Yeah, 03.
Yeah, because the original
Because now I know I recognized him when he took this that old skin mask off of him in that movie.
2003.
Yeah, because
also known as the year of Freddy vs. Jason.
God,
and
I'm
the year of
chopping
the
up bodies.
Matrix.
It smells like
I'm chopping up bodies, Dad.
God.
Dad. Okay, you sound like
God,
Tommy was. Now, why do you sound like Tommy was from the room? Hey, oh hi, Dad.
Did you? By the way, did you guys hear before we get started? Did you guys hear about?
I did not kill her. I did not.
Did you guys hear about Uwe Ball's coming back filmmaking and he's going to make a movie called The Dark Knight?
Yeah, I know. I've heard about that. Yeah, with Armie Hammer. Yeah.
Yes.
Like you're literally just ripping off the Batman now. You're just taking that, stealing the title, The Dark Knight.
The worst director ever.
Warner Bros. Sent him like a cease and desist or whatever, saying you cannot call that movie The Dark Knight.
But also, he was supposed to be playing Batman in the George Miller Justice League Mortal. He was supposed to be attached to play Batman before they scrapped the production.
So what's this movie going to be about? A guy who has a fascination for eating people?
Armie Hammer.
Armie Hammer.
Uwe Ball.
Oh my god!
Honestly, Uwe Ball, I love it when he makes a movie because it's always shittier than the last one. It's like every time we're even worse than the last one. It's like he's only got me once where I was like, that wasn't that bad of a movie. I think it was In the Name of the King wasn't that bad. I was like, it wasn't that.
That's
bad.
One of the only few movies by Uwe Ball I actually like.
Which one?
In the Name of the King.
That was the one. Out of every movie he's ever made, that was the only one I was like, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it's not great, but yeah. Are you guys ready to watch this movie? Let's watch a much better movie.
Yes.
In the Name of the King.
We'll continue the conversation during this commentary.
Yeah, we will. 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Every time now I watch a Warner Bros. Logo, I think every time, ever since this movie.
Are we going?
Are we ready? 5,
Yeah, we're going.
Let's do the countdown.
Yeah, we are.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Yeah.
Warner Brothers
Warner
Pictures.
Look,
Time Warner Entertainment
Batman
Company.
symbol. It's going to turn into the Batman symbol. Watch, it's going to turn into the Batman symbol.
I love when Warner Brothers do a variation of their logos.
I love it too.
Batman,
I love it. Especially Harry Potter.
The Matrix, V for Vendetta.
Oh, they credit it as a Tim Burton production.
Tim Burton's like,
Didn't Tim Burton executive produce this movie?
Yeah.
I love
his name is attached to it. His name is attached
he
to
said
this
he didn't
movie.
do nothing with this movie either. He said I had no involvement other than he just got a paycheck out of this movie.
But his name is
Look out for flying credits.
He's entitled.
I forgot about the flying credits.
Oh yeah,
they
so derivative from the Donner
Jim
Superman
Carrey.
opening sequence. It's so derivative from the opening.
I love the
title.
opening credits. I'm like, yes, names. When I love them, like, yes, names.
They completely changed the music theme from the music score. From
That's right. Nicole
Danny
Kidman's
Elfman.
in here. That's
Yeah.
right.
I actually want to do a live watch along party for the Superman movies before Superman comes out.
Forever.
So that's my most anticipated of 2020.
Forever.
That'd be an awesome thing to do. The Superman
would be.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though I did Batman vs Superman with some friends 8 years ago, but I'm thinking about doing it.
Well, you can tell this is a different director attached.
Oh yeah.
By the way, you know this
In the
movie
first couple
originally there is
minutes.
actually an alternate cut of this movie called the Schumacher cut.
Yeah,
That
they
is
have the alternate opening.
They've
of the
been
movie.
trying to get that released for years, and there's a petition. The people.
Oh
want-
yeah, here's the
Well,
Batmobile. I used to have that toy. I used to have that Batmobile toy.
So did I.
I did.
So
I
did
had
I.
that once.
There is a different director.
The Batmobile
too.
here is not
So,
my favorite look of the Batmobile, but it is a cool look. I do like the way the Batmobile looks in Batman vs Superman. Also, I like the way it looks in the Dark Knight, especially with the Batman.
Am I the
Tumblr.
only one who always wanted to know what drive-through Batman got after?
He stopped at McDonald's.
Obvious?
It had to be
Yeah.
McDonald's.
He had to be
It's
the fucking
obvious.
go to McDonald's
Ryan,
drive-through.
Ryan,
Like, hey,
it's obvious what he got.
can I get a Big Mac?
It's obvious what he got.
It's
I
obviously
need
there.
Okay.
I need
Because I'm
french
Batman.
fries and a large Coke.
Thank you for the toy ad.
McDonald's.
Thank you for the toy spot.
Which they did in McDonald's ad for Batman.
It must be Chris.
They did. I'm going to the
Byron Weaver's
drive-through.
on here. What's up,
Well,
Byron?
the Batman.
Byron.
Hello, Brian.
The Batman series now has a different director. It's pretty hard to tell, but the signs will be there.
Oh yeah, when you know their directing style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely tell it's Schumacher.
Yeah, now
That's
they
another thing I do like
completely
about
recast Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
That's
They
the
go
thing
from-
I do like about the Batman series is that each director comes in and bringing their own style for better or worse.
Well,
Like you
Schumacher
have
said
Tim
he was a
Burton.
big fan of the animated series because he said he saw like Heart of Ice and different and Two-Face episodes, and he asked Akiva Goldsmith and them and the other two writers and said, "Hey, can we make this more like the animated series?" And they were like, "Yeah, we can, but that's two completely different tones from the Burton movies."
I loved how
Yeah.
even his suit matches his face.
What's everybody's thoughts on Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face?
But if you really look back
He
on this
thinks he's the
movie,
Joker.
and just but he was trying to be a little bit more over the top, like Joker from like Jack Nicholson. And if you watch this film in context, the Batman's always been more of a straight character and more believable character. But when you watch Riddler with Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face, they're more cartoony characters. They felt very out of place.
Yeah.
And didn't Tommy Lee
Jones I like him as an actor, but
hated each other.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones, I like him as an actor, but I do think this is the weakest performance he's done. He's not
Here comes
bad
Batman
in the
swinging
movie.
like Tarzan.
I honestly prefer the Two-Face in the cartoons, and I prefer Aaron Eckhart's Two-Face.
Oh yeah, Aaron Eckhart was like the definitive Harvey Dent
as a
in
kid,
any iteration.
that freaked me out when I first saw The Dark Knight on DVD, especially the way his other face looked. I'm like, because Nolan, he doesn't use a lot of CGI, but when he does use it, it looks pretty good.
The CGI of the Two-Face effects from The Dark Knight looks so realistic. Like I couldn't tell that was like either practical makeup. Like no, it was apparently CGI, and it looked incredible.
I do wish he had more screen time as Two-Face.
Oh no, I totally agree. I mean, even though
there.
they sort of did rush the Two-Face a little bit quickly in the third act, but I wish they had not killed him off so quickly. They should have.
At the same time, I get it though, because there's only so much pain you can go to the one side of his face before it eventually gets out.
But also
I think
they
Aaron
were speculating, like they were
underrated in
asking
that
questions to Aaron Eckhart if he was going to return for the third movie. He's like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe he's in a coma. Maybe he didn't die in the Dark Knight movie.
Did y'all know that Rene Russo was going to play the love interest when Michael Keaton was still in the movie? But then whenever Michael Keaton exited, that's whenever they recast it because they said she's too old for Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
To me, the worst casting in this movie is Nicole Kidman. Like, I don't know what she was doing in this movie.
She was the sex appeal character, and also her purpose was just really exploring.
She's like, all she does the movie, she's like, Batman, you're hot. Batman, you're hot.
And she gets him on the rooftop and tries to sleep with them. Like, what is going on?
Well, to be fair, Schumacher was a gay man, so he did not understand how women are attracted to men. So he tried to work with that the best he can. Although I think somebody should have told him that's not how women work with men. Because women are not.
That's the only thing I do have an issue with Nicole Kidman. I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Dude, back in the day, we were all simping on Nicole Kidman in this movie. We were simping so hard.
I was a kid when I first saw this.
Even as a kid,
when I first saw this, and I was in love.
You're like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what?
Keith Urban is one lucky man.
Also, the red hair also helps with her character.
I will say one thing that made me laugh is whenever he's fighting the goons, and all of a sudden one's going. Oh, you can tell it's like he's very cartoonish in this scene, especially when you got like a ninja going, yeah.
It's like
they literally they ripped off that scene in the Batman '89 when that guy was just twirling around with the fucking sword and he just stands there like, boom.
I will say I do like when henchmen dress like the villain. I love that aspect more than anything. How Two-Face's men like this was something you would see in the Arkham games. How
it's a trap. It's a trap.
Joel Schumacher went on Star Wars on us.
I was saying,
I view this mountain. Oh wow!
Do you know how this movie starts originally? You know,
I want to know the
movie's out of order.
security guard because he made me laugh.
He's just holding on to things.
Oh my god!
You know that, Jacob?
What?
You know, this movie's shot out of order, right? Like originally, like the opening is actually Arkham Asylum and Two-Face escapes, and that's the opening. And
Didn't he write Batman's name in blood or something? I heard about that.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to Wayne Enterprises, where Edward Nygma, Bruce Wayne, turns it, and he sees the bat signal, and then he goes to stop Two-Face.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
people are still begging for the Schumacher cut, which I don't even think we're ever going to get.
I'm intrigued by the Schumacher cut because of the deleted scenes. I want to see those scenes implemented into the movie because I wonder if it'll make for a better film. But at the same time, it's like I don't know how these like supposed darker scenes are going to mesh with the goofiness of Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, because you already got Two-Face and the Riddler being
changed the tone anyway.
And the tone will just be out of place.
Yeah. So
Tommy Lee Jones actually has a much quieter voice in the theatrical, but they made it more.
Oh my god! Every time this character is in danger, it just makes me laugh. I just cannot stop.
It is
laughing.
hilarious, and his facial expression.
Hey, that's my hearing aid.
Also, there is a cameo by.
He's using a fucking hearing aid to unlock that vault.
I mean, how else are you going to open it?
Bob Kane, the co-creator of Batman, actually cameos in this movie, and he said his favorite Val Kilmer was his favorite Bruce Wayne out of all the Bruce Waynes.
Right.
Oh wow, interesting take. I don't know if this was mentioned, but I know he cameoed in Batman '89 too when he drew the cartoonish drawing of the bat in the office. Kind of mocking.
I know he cameoed in '89. Batman and Robin was his last one because he died like a year later. Apparently, he saw the movie and it killed him.
Oh, please stop.
Without Batman and Robin, we wouldn't have the Dark Knight trilogy.
That's true.
That's true.
We wouldn't have X-Men or Spider-Man if that weren't for the Batman and Robin's fallout.
Look, I always say, and this is my hot take, and I will say, I've said this once, I'll say it again.
Here we go.
If Batman was in the in Marvel, not in the MCU, but just in Marvel, if Marvel had made Batman, this Batman Forever would be the Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also, like, the reason why that they wanted to go for more grounded and realistic with the Dark Knight Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, because they saw X-Men, they saw how grounded and dark it can be, that we can bring these superhero characters into our world.
I just want to point out this movie came out the same year as Blade.
They took notes from that movie.
This movie came out the same year as Blade.
Schumacher was watching
you can crap on Joel Schumacher's style all you want, but he brought some pizzazz into the architecture and the set designs of Gotham, and I appreciate.
It just looks so neon shit going on here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it looks cool. Even in Robin, like his style is pretty cool.
That helicopter would
honestly, people can say whatever they want about.
They had a Statue of Liberty. They had the Statue of fucking Liberty, making them New York.
It's the Statue of Freedom. It's not the Statue of Liberty. It's the Statue of Freedom.
I can't hate Joel Schumacher as a director because one, he's made some better movies, and he did apologize for Batman and Robin.
And he said, look, a lot of people love Batman and Forever. A lot of people still to this day like Batman Forever, and said, you know what, Batman Forever was a good movie. Batman and Robin was where you dropped the ball. And I think really with Batman and Robin was they tried to rush everything.
And she got asked at the premiere, will she come back for Charlie's Angels 3? She said if they do it, and she wants to come back and do the mask.
How does Gotham have their own Statue of Liberty?
They're all the Statue of Liberty of Gotham, Statue of Freedom.
There's one statue there. There's a statue over there.
It's like, hey, let's make Gotham more New York now.
The only thing I will blame Schumacher for is putting nipples on the suit, because he even said that was his
idea. Not as badly noticeable, but he made it more
It's
noticeable.
more over the top in Batman and Robin because you got the bat nipples and you got the bat butt and the bat crotch, and then Batgirl has the bat boobs.
The bat boobs. They show too much bat butt every time they changed into their suit in the opening of Batman and Robin.
I love that shot.
Sorry, I had to go get my food or something.
You're good.
That's good.
I love that shot though of him in the water. You know, that just slow shot.
That was a good shot. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He has a lot of good shots. Like, see, this right here was the
some-
opening.
Oh, this city, this white city is so
very
heavily
obvious
CG.
CGI in 1995.
It does not age well. It looks
No.
so heavily
Almost looked
CGI.
like that. Almost looked like we're
It looks
watching
like a fucking
animation there for a
2D
second.
fucking PS2
No, it looks like
cutscene.
we're
Yeah,
watching the
that's
Clone Wars
basically what it
season
was.
one.
That's what it looked like. I'm like, what are we watching here?
What the hell are
I-
we watching?
I think it looks pretty cool.
And actually, you know,
feature-
this thing was more extended in the Schumacher.
If you watch it in the lower like resolution, it probably would not look as bad until you
Yeah.
watch it in 4K high def.
HD ruins it.
It's
There's
HD,
the man.
yeah.
There's Jim Carrey.
Here we go.
Yeah, which
I
they
also-
originally
Jon
wanted to get
Favreau's
Robin
in this
Williams.
too. John Favreau.
Robin Williams would have
That
been
would have
awesome.
been
but-
interesting if
Robin Williams would have
did it,
crushed
but
it
Jim
being
Oh, he would have
Carrey.
killed it.
I get it. Robin Williams was too busy in Jumanji.
That's true because it came out in the mid '90s at the same year, I believe.
Look, it's John Favreau.
You could thank the Rain brothers for helping Jim Carrey here.
Oh yeah. Oh right. John Favreau's in this. He's an extra. He was just one of like Bruce's like guard or something, or his employer.
He said he actually he
really?
had more scenes that was cut from the theatrical.
I almost keep forgetting that he was in the movie because he
Jason,
brought it up. He had
I
brought it up
agree.
one time in
This
that
is one of
director's
Jim Carrey's
roundtable.
best performances.
This is
I
definitely
absolutely
one of his
agree
best
with that,
performances.
Jason. This is
Jim
one of
Carrey's
his
really good in this movie.
best performances.
I agree, Jason.
A lot of people say like Jim Carrey is kind of the start of like the loser villain that becomes like a big antagonist to the hero. Like, have you noticed? Like, have you seen lots of movies like going forward where like
Yeah.
friends?
Yeah,
Electro.
like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, Wonder
Yeah,
Woman.
Electro.
Yeah.
They did that in Wonder
train.
Woman 84. They did that in Wonder
Yeah.
Woman 84.
They did it in Iron Man
2.
3 with Aldrich
Iron Man
Killian.
3, yeah.
The Incredibles also did it.
Do you know why that they failed and his succeeded?
Well, some did better than the others, but not all of them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know why his succeeded though? Was because he didn't see himself as a loser. He saw himself as a character that Bruce Wayne's equal and he deserves the recognition. Versus like Jamie Foxx.
He wants
where
to
saw
be
himself
Bruce
as a
Wayne.
loser.
He's so obsessed with him that he wants to be him.
Yeah.
Question mark, man.
And also,
Yeah,
like Bruce
like-
Wayne is wearing the glasses, just like kind of like what Michael Keaton did in it, but that was more like his reading glasses. But now he's wearing glasses in public, like he's fucking Clark Kent.
So what did you guys all think about Val as Batman?
I didn't think he was all that bad.
I think Val's good.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
Yeah,
Val's good.
there are times where he
Honestly,
does kill it, but then there are times where he kind of
I don't think
sleepwalks
Val
in the movie.
Kilmer is as bad.
No, I agree with you guys for
Right,
sure.
I don't think Val
He's better
Kilmer
than
is
George
nearly as
Clooney.
bad as some people make it out to be.
I agree on that.
I will say I like
Val
Clooney's
Kilmer-
Bruce Wayne better.
Such an
I think
underrated actor.
his Bruce Wayne is
Val
more convincing than Batman, but I think Val still plays the character fine.
Yeah, he does play fine,
It-
but there are some parts in the movie where he kind of like felt like he was sleepwalking in that role for a moment.
Well, that was because Schumacher Kilmer had said that Schumacher he couldn't hear nothing, and he said he would just had to rely on himself because there was like 1994 when they were shooting, and he said he had to just rely on like mime direction because he couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah, I know
This-
he and
this-
Schumacher
this version
didn't
of
get along on this.
Just
This
crazy.
version of Batman was more about exploring his psyche, exploring about the facing of his past, of his parents' murder, which we
That's
kind of
what-
already
Which I
know.
did
We
hear.
That's
Oh,
one
you-
of the reasons why I think this movie gets too much. It's a little better than it deserves because it's better than it's given credit for. Because I think this was the first Batman movie that attempted to dive deeper into his psyche than what the Tim Burton movies did.
I mean,
Yeah.
at the end when he gets shot in the face, there's actually a giant bat that Rick Baker designed, where the bat and him are becoming one because he loses his memory in the original.
Yeah, they saw that. Yeah, and then when he sees the giant bat in the cave, kind of like
remembers
he did
everything.
as a little kid, when he
Right.
sees a giant bat, it's bringing back that he is Batman. He's
that
accepting that
scene,
he is.
I can't believe
Batman.
they cut that scene out. That is.
But it was
so
kind of weird.
cool.
Was the giant bat in his mind? Was he hallucinating, or because it kind of feels a little off that there
It was
was a
his
giant
memory, it
bat
was
in
his
there?
psyche. The bat was.
Yeah,
his
that was a
psyche.
psychic. That's what I thought. That's what I thought it was. Like I was a little bit concerned. I was like, wait,
See,
hold
this
on, what's
was
going on?
meant to be the
I
bank scene.
kind of like the more drawn out version of the Bat Slide from Batman Returns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
This
kind of
was
looked
supposed
better.
to be. This was supposed to be where him going to fight Two-Face right now, but because they re-edited the movie, this scene is.
Oh yeah, they
actually-
did.
That's right. Yeah.
Because if you see after Jim Carrey kills his boss, he's like covered in water, because he was just in the water from Two-Face. This scene is actually much later in the movie. After Dick Grayson comes to live with him, and he says, "I killed my parents." And that signal, and then he.
So they did it. This was out of order when they had
this whole movie's out of order. That's what Joe Schumacher.
It's not in chronological.
Yeah. That's why, because you see the bat signal, you ever wonder, because you see the bat signal, then he's just driving and Two-Face's goons. Just, like, where's he coming from? What happened? You know? That's what happened.
To answer Jason's question, I know Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey were trying to one-up each other, and Tommy Lee Jones notoriously hated Jim Carrey and told him, "I can't sanction your buffoonery."
I mean, you could see that happen in the movie that they're trying to one up one another.
Yeah.
Like he's like that. You're like,
blind, stupid, simple, doodah,
clueless.
These scenes with Nicole Kidman make me cringe.
She wants to suck.
I mean, she was very attractive, but the scene itself, when you watch it as an adult, it was so damn cringy. Like, who talks like this?
It's like she's supposed to be the psychiatrist. Like, what psychiatrist would go and like fawn over their patients? It's like, what?
Dude, that's so unprofessional.
Joel Schumacher, by the way, did not understand, because again, he was a gay man.
She's trying so hard to bang Batman. She put a false alarm in that bat signal.
He understand. I think he should have, Nicole Kidman or some.
She looks like
it
looks like a commercial. It looks like a fucking Alpha commercial that the scene is going on.
This was his direction. Nicole, look sexy, okay?
Look sexy. Nicole looks sexy. You're supposed to look sexy, beautiful.
Seduce
The parents complained Batman Returns was too sexual. I think some of these scenes might be raunchier than Batman Returns, if I'm being honest.
You think this is more? You think that Batman Returns is sexual? Watch Batman Forever.
Watch Nicole Kidman and Batman Forever.
I know writers.
He had a scene where she's shown up naked in the bed. Like, how is that not adult shit going on here?
I know writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards.
I'm just saying.
I don't have a problem with Nicole Kidman as Dr. Chase Meriden. She does fine for what she's given.
I mean, look, let's just say she's better than Uma Thurman, who literally is just like,
oh God,
poison
ivy.
To be fair, Uma Thurman, she's one of the only few good things in Batman and Robin. I don't have a problem.
I like Uma Thurman in that movie too.
She knows the script. She knew the script is terrible, but she has fun with Poison Ivy. She's the only one who actually knows what movie she's in.
I don't even think she understands what movie she's in. She looks like she's in a porno scenes.
But at least she's.
I love Uma Thurman. I'm not crapping on Uma Thurman. I think she's a great actress.
At least she's having fun with it. But
if she had fun with it, that's good for her.
Waiting patiently to see Poison Ivy done better in another movie. I'm waiting.
Can I say one thing that this movie was ahead of its time?
Because it was.
YouTube. This is literally like basically TikTok or YouTube, where it's just draining like kids' minds and everything.
Yeah,
like,
by watching television.
Yeah, like this is like ahead of its time with this idea concept, because it's like, hey, this is basically the cell phone or TikTok for you. Where you're like, I'm just draining.
It's like you're glued to your phones. You're glued to your phones all the time. Like back in the day, like before phones, we were more glued to the TV with games and television, movies, and all that shit. But then when phones started to become a big thing, now that we have these, we're more addicted to it, especially social media. We can't stop.
This would be like Riddler phones or something.
Pretty much, yeah. Riddler won. He won.
Yeah, I mean, the Riddler proves he was right. Like, he literally found the idea where he exploited that idea. And he literally knew it, too. Like, he wasn't like, oh, I just happened to inhale your brainwaves. He goes, no, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to literally...
Riddle me this, friend.
I do like when
Jim Carrey was just at his prime with
the guy being
manipulated as wanting
He's
to
like
have
the cable guy. He's like the
naughty
fucking
things
cable
with the
guy on
fish.
steroids. And
It's because his facial expression makes it looks to make it look that way.
It looked like he
Jim
wanted
Carrey
to
was
do
literally
something.
at his prime in the 90s. In the 90s, he was the prime of a comedic actor in
Like,
early
Yeah, he was just getting
mid-90s.
his start after Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, and The Mask.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you
He had 3 movies at the same year in 94. 3
Well, like-
movies.
What Liar wasn't Liar one of them?
Liar.
No, it was
came out in
97.
1997.
Well, you could thank the Wayne brothers for having them in Living Color because they knew something was.
Oh
he had
yeah, because that was his
potential.
first. That was his
SNL
first job. Was in Living
SNL
Color.
rejected him too.
Yeah.
SNL
They
So
rejected
they
him,
seen-
and the Wayne's brothers are like, "Hey, come on with us, because this
Well,
is this is the version of SNL."
And they seen
And-
something in him.
And
so,
SNL and Living Color was way funnier than
it's true.
SNL
Jason,
will
the
ever.
Riddler did win.
yeah.
I only liked SNL when it was
pretty
in the
Riddler
mid
was right.
'90s and the 2000s. That's when it was better
I
then. But
never
now it sucks.
never watched SNL, but I did watch In Living Color growing up on reruns
Even-
on BET.
Even then, with Sandler and Schneider and all them polluting the airwaves, you weren't missing much.
Oh no, you know what? Screw you. I love back in the days when
Yes.
Sandler and Chris
Ryan,
Farley
you're
were at
fucking full
SNL.
of shit,
I don't know
asshole.
what the fuck you were smoking.
Ryan's
I'll
full of
take
shit.
whatever as many seasons of Living Color over any SNL period every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Ryan must have a stick up his ass today because he's been full of shit all day.
Like I can't tell whether he's
You're
full of
always
shit.
aggravating Jake and Matt in these streams. I tell you.
It's like, oh, Resident Evil's gonna suck.
And while you guys are arguing, I'm watching Jim Carrey kill a man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jacob's
'cause they're-
just
'cause they're
enjoying the
so-
movie.
so am I.
And you are fired.
I
When I was a kid, I was like, you
terminated.
can't fire him. You're not his boss. He can only fire you. I used to always go, you can't fire him.
Terminated.
Jim Carrey's the Terminator now.
Oh, I love this line.
Ooh. I feel like
He
this
may
was
have
all
settled for
improv.
the Rons.
I feel like this was all improv.
Of course it was
Probably
improv.
so. It's
It's
Jim
Jim
Carrey.
freaking Carrey, dude. He improvised the
if-
shit out of every
if-
movie he's in.
yeah.
Dude, Liar, Liar. He was like the 100% improvising throughout that whole movie in Liar, Liar.
Oh yeah, did you ever
But
hear
to
the
be
scene
fair,
where-
a lot of actors like to improvise, especially him.
He
and
probably
also Denzel Washington.
improv Sonic 3.
Oh yeah, here's a
Yeah.
little bit of an origin of Harvey Dent
Yeah,
becoming
this was
Two-Face.
also this whole scene.
This whole scene was so cringe. GNN, not CNN.
Also, what was Batman doing?
What's Batman doing in a courtroom?
What the fuck is he doing in the courtroom in broad daylight? Where did that come
Yeah,
from?
this is
What's the
one of
context
the
of
moments
this?
that's a little
Batman's just
cringy.
sitting on the witness
But-
stand like this. Batman's just
And
sitting
jumps
on the-
in like,
I got this, guys.
I got this, guys.
I got
Even though
this
the guy on the court is about to pour acid on this half of his face, like,
Also, I'm sorry, but a courtroom would check you to make sure you don't have anything. They'd stick their
I
finger
know.
in your coffee.
Yeah, there's no
to
way
be
he was
fair, but
allowed
to be
there,
fair, in
though.
the Dark Knight, the guy was pulling the gun on Harvey Dent. How did he sneak that gun in the courtroom?
I mean, yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry.
It's Gotham
I'll show
City.
you how my
They
side.
got
I
that-
was
And he's like,
That's why.
like, where the hell did that come from? At
Be,
first, I thought, like, is this stage?
Gotham
What's going on
City-
right now?
yeah, Gotham City. You have to be prepared for shit like that compared to Metropolis.
Metropolis,
true.
they just have alien invasions. Gotham, they have like a tear gas. To be fair, I would not. When I would live in like Star,
You might as
City.
well not live in any of those cities. I mean, you're most likely are safe for Metropolis than you are with Gotham. Gotham, you're just gonna get mugged every day in the
Have
week.
you seen Man of Steel?
Well, have you seen Man of Steel lately?
Like they're just picking people up. Like, you're like,
Well,
oh,
it depends on which version are you trying to like compare. I'm talking about Metropolis in general, not like the Man of Steel in particular.
By the way, yeah, but yeah, by the way, this scene was after he saved Two-Face. This was the next like scene where him watching it. He's watching the video of Harvey Dent. That was him, like, after he just got out, like of the his bat suit. Which I like this. I really like how like Bruce Wayne is like concerned. Like he's not just like, oh, I'm a playboy billionaire. Like how they've always portrayed him now. Like, oh, hey, look at me. I'm a drunk. I'm an idiot. Ha ha ha. It's like he's like, I am concerned.
He commits suicide. Like, oh, ah! That video was so stupid I couldn't take it seriously. Oh,
He's like, oh, it's like almost like he's trying to dance, like do a dance
I
number.
was like, what the fuck is going on?
And also, how do you manipulate that? Like, what do you do? Just like you put the name on and everything,
unless
dress up like him?
Unless it's like a generated AI before generate AI is actually a thing at the time.
Val Kilmer, can we just appreciate how underrated he is as an actor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always liked Val Kilmer.
It's really sad what happened to him because he's such a good actor.
Yeah, watch his documentary Val on
I know,
Prime Video.
I
It's so good.
watched that especially at the
He is amazing in Tombstone. That is a good
I
movie.
loved him in Tombstone. Welcome here, Huckleberry.
He's great in the Heat. He's fantastic in Heat. Also, he's very good in the. He's very great in the Prince of Egypt.
Prince of Egypt,
Oh yeah, he was great. I loved him in Prince of Egypt.
He literally has like 4 sentences in Top Gun Maverick, and he nearly made me cry.
Oh yeah, in Top Gun Maverick, that was the best scene of the movie that got me teary.
And it's because of health reasons, I know that, but still.
It
also,
worked.
I mean, he's very underrated in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Oh, I loved him in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That's so fucking underrated Shane Black movie, and he's my favorite character. Gay Perry.
He's like, what are you gay? He's like, gay?
Before Robert Downey Jr. had a big comeback in Iron Man.
That's true. That was before he had the biggest comeback.
Also, I also like Val Kilmer. Like, I know Ryan will probably like, you're full of shit, but like, I really like him in Island of Dr. Monroe as Montgomery.
Oh, is that infamous movie that he was in with Marlon Brando in the 90s?
I like him in that. He's really good in that movie. I don't think the movie's great.
I've only seen videos on the troubled production of it, which sounds more interesting than the movie itself.
The troubled production.
The human villain of that movie. By the way, Bruce Wayne does not have security cameras to see. Oh wait, why did Edward Nygma just come and drop a Riddler question mark? Wait a minute. Edward Nygma.
Well, arguably with Smallville, they had the worst security guards in Smallville. Hey, where did you come from? How did you get in here, Clark?
Then again, this was 1995. I don't think rich people care as much about security like they do now.
If I remember correctly, that this film was actually shot in the UK. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, this sequence right here was shot in London.
Yeah, that's what I thought because I listened to the commentary about Batman Forever.
Yeah, because I think also, like the British Times or something had a picture of Val Kilmer pulling up like and getting out, and that was it.
Also, the Dutch angles are back.
Yep, it's back.
This movie has a lot of Dutch
angles. Yeah,
the door down.
Hey, at least it's not Battlefield.
The psychiatrist has a punching bag in her office. What's wrong with this picture?
Of the movie. This is literally 80% of the movie.
That whole movie was nothing but Dutch angles. Battlefield Earth. I hate that movie, but that movie's hilarious as hell.
Yeah, John Travolta in particular. Yeah.
Damn, he carried that fucking door well.
It's still one of my most hated movies of all time. It's not my number one most hated movie of all time.
Yeah.
If he was wearing a basketball suit, then he should be all over.
It's kind of weird that she has a punching bag in her office.
Yeah, she's got a punching bag and she's dressed like she's working out in the gym.
She's dressing up like she's in $1 Million Baby.
I do like how he goes, oh, I'm Bruce Wayne. He goes, good, naked.
That's a good movie too.
And then he just
$1 Million Baby.
Rather than I'll replace it. He just tries to fix it. Like, I'm not spending my fucking money to fix this damn thing. I tried to save you. I'll just try to fix it.
I thought you were in danger.
Bruce Wayne's also a selfish prick in this movie. Let's just make it like that.
He kind of is. They kind of made him a selfish prick. And
throughout, refuses to buy her a new door. Literally refuses. Just like I'll try to fix it. I'm not buying you a new door.
He could easily. It's not gonna hurt his bank account.
It's like, I may be rich, but there's a reason why I'm rich. There's a reason why.
That's your superpower.
Yeah, according to the Flash, that's your superpower.
I'm rich.
Yeah.
Just saying, it makes me laugh that Bruce Wayne. And have you noticed this movie? He never spends money at all in this movie.
No, never.
Like the only time I think
buy everything.
He's like, this might be the Bruce Wayne with money.
He hadn't ordered his back credit card yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
The back credit card.
The back credit card.
You know, when I was a kid, I wanted one so bad, and I'm like, if they would have,
I wanted one too. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted that back credit card. I was like, God, dude.
Yeah.
it expires forever.
Just no, that's so fucking like commercial style, like back credit card, Visa.
It made me hate Bruce Wayne more because I'm like, yeah, I'm sure the city gave you that. You didn't buy it yourself. That city gave you the credit card. Batman, we need to save it. So the taxpayers are going to pay for Batman's salary. And then we give him a back credit card. And I'm like,
he needs a back credit card to go to McDonald's. Okay, give that guy a break.
I can eat all the Batmax all I want.
Oh yeah.
I can
That'd
make
be
that
good.
all I want.
Snacks.
I either want the Batmac or the Bat McNuggets.
you were
I
there
want
for
the Bat
5
McNuggets.
minutes.
I want the
Okay?
large drink.
He's like, oh, time's up. I'm like, well, how long was your appointment? 5 minutes? Were you that
Yeah,
late?
it was literally 5 minutes. Like that.
Were you that late? Did you just show up like an hour late?
Well, he said time's up because he's trying to avoid opening up to his past because he's trying to avoid it. Oops, time's up.
Also, you can't take her to the circus because that's patient confidentiality. That is patient doctor
Like
patient.
you can't take your psychiatrist on a date. That's
Literally
unprofessional.
say the Hippodome.
She can lose her job.
Well, this is the most Joel Schumacher looking circus.
Not gonna
That's
lie,
so
that's cool though. I'm not
Schumacher.
gonna lie. I could see this in an Arkham game. That's how
Now
cool.
there's the origin story of Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
It's Marlon
Honestly,
Wayans.
Robin, he's done better here than he is in Batman and Robin. But I like Robin at his best in the Teen Titans cartoon.
He's supposed to
I
be
never
taken.
liked Robin.
He's taken in as a ward, even though he looks like he's fucking 30 in this movie.
Yeah, maybe Chris O'Donnell was
I
slightly
was like, wait,
miscast in
how
this
old
movie.
is this character? Is he
He's
supposed to be
30
like
years old.
17
He's like,
in this
he's your
movie?
ward. I'm like, dude, he's literally the same
You
age.
could have been.
He's a much older looking teenager than
Mad
Tobey
Hatter.
Maguire and
I really like the dude from
Spider-Man.
Bad Boys. Like, shit, you look 30.
Reggie,
Also-
Bad Boys too.
Hey, but where the fuck is Reggie? Who the fuck
Also,
is Reggie?
just as a weird aside, the other, like last week, there was this TikToker literally named Chris O'Donnell who passed away, and I legit was like, wait a minute, this Chris O'Donnell passed away? And I Google searched him, like, nope, just coincidence.
It's just, oh god, that reminded me of the Office Space when he's named after like a music artist.
Michael
Like, no,
Bolton.
it's just a coincidence.
Office Space, that movie is hilarious, especially when
I
they
love
break the
Office
footnote.
Space.
Now I see why Family Guy made fun of them breaking when they break the record. I'm like, y'all could lose y'all job for this breaking the front, sir.
By the way, the lady the lady that's next to Bruce Wayne, the Gossip Gertie, is Bob
Yeah.
Kane's wife in real life.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, did not know.
Pretty
I was not
cool
aware of
to
that.
know that. I wasn't aware of that either.
I was quoting Wayne's World, like, I wasn't aware of that.
You could have been.
What?
You could have given in, but you didn't. Why? Sorry, that was my V for Vendetta impression.
Commissioner Gordon, by
Oh
the
yeah,
way,
yeah.
Commissioner Gordon is the most useless character in this movie. He's the
Oh my
commissioner.
god, like, yeah, you
He
look
is
back at it, like,
useless.
he's useless as
He is
shit.
useless pretty much in all of the movies.
He should just be
Yeah,
a mall
all
cop
four-
at this point.
Yeah.
He might as well be the.
Gary
That might as well
Oldman
be
and Jeffrey
Paul
Wright
Blart
had
father.
more to do.
I think that
Yeah.
might be
Jeffrey
Paul
Wright
Blart's
and
father.
Gary Oldman had Gary Oldman and Jeffrey Wright. They had more to do.
Yeah, because they actually were written characters. They weren't
This
just
is
there.
Yeah, they weren't really just there.
Especially where in the Dark Knight
Just
Rises.
wasting the actors.
His
Also-
scene in Dark Knight Rises when he tells John Blake, "You will find yourself in the moment of decisions, and I hope you have a friend like I did."
Got this. Look at that.
It was a
Riddler.
cool shirt.
Some of the slow mo shots were pretty
This is
cool.
from McDonald's, by the way. Like, this is-
McDonald's. The
Well, I mean-
circus brought to you by McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
We're loving
Did How much money did McDonald's pay y'all for this movie?
McDonald's paid me a lot to promote this movie. I was like, all right. I'm not gonna lie. If the studio pays me to promote their shit, I don't care if it's terrible. I'm not gonna lie, I'll be a whore for them. If they still,
he's like the psycho version of Willy Wonka.
Yeah, he is. If Willy Wonka was psycho.
Hey, say what you will about Tommy Lee Jones in this movie, but he just looks like he's having the time of his life in this film.
He's just enjoying. Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones said he only took this role because his son was a big fan of Batman and wanted him. He just won the Oscar.
He did get better. He did get.
Okay, here's the thing I want to bring up. Here's the thing I want to bring up.
Black.
Remember the Jim Carrey glasses that he's wearing? It looks like the similar identical glasses that Paul Dano wore in the Batman. Doesn't it feel like a little bit of an Easter egg and nod for the Jim Carrey's Riddler?
George Foreman. George Foreman has a cameo in this movie.
This guy just popped out of nowhere. What the hell are you doing, Harvey? Who the fuck are you? I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Like, who the hell are you?
Famous boxer.
He probably forgot who
you are, Harvey. You know what reminded me of the scene in the fucking room when that character just came out of nowhere, some random that was not even part of the beginning of the film until the third act.
Yeah.
You should be doing this, Lisa. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, who the fuck are you?
Who are you? What the hell is this guy? Where the hell did you come from?
It's so true, Matt. It's so true. What the fuck are you?
What the hell are you doing, Harvey? Who the fuck are you now? Like,
yeah.
Dude, I don't even know you.
He said, "Listen here, extra number 3."
Listen, you.
She doesn't even go here.
Yeah. It just cracks me up that Bruce Wayne just stands up and he's like, "Harvey, I'm Batman," and then Nicole Kidman's like, "What?
In a crowd full of people."
Yeah,
I will defend that scene. Okay, I will defend that scene. He literally would have risked his life, even though, like, I guess he knows that nobody heard, but like, he would have risked his life if it ends up. Look, if you shoot me in the face, I'd rather you kill me than kill anybody else because he loves the people so much.
I can see that argument. It's like about me defending the Marfa scene in BVS, where it's like they both realize that with the Marfa connection, like made the realization that him killing Superman was no better than what the killers did to his mom.
Also, look at it this way. Look in the Dark Knight, he's going to reveal himself. But then Harvey is like, like, I'm Batman. He's going to the court press conference to tell everybody, like, to take the Batman's because he's about to walk up there.
And nobody's questioning that Bruce Wayne has good fighting skills. It's like,
hey, where the hell did you pick that up?
I mean, he doesn't even care about exposing himself. He's just trying to stop Bruce Wayne from blowing up and killing everybody there.
He's literally doing it right out the open. Everybody's watching.
And nobody says, like, hey, Bruce Wayne just went there and beat everybody up. I'm like, but I don't think he cares about his identity right now. I think right now he just cares about saving people.
Damn, he can carry that bomb very well. Does he have super strength?
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
It's an adrenaline rush. You can
this
Google
is
it.
By the way, I just want to point out, Schumacher got there first with a bomb, with a giant ball. That's a bomb that's going to explode.
Well, technically, Batman 66 got there first with some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
It just feels like
Schumacher's like, hold my beer.
There's got to be a bomb for some reason.
I'll show you a bomb.
I'll show you a bomb.
I got you a bomb right here.
I can see you doing that, Jake.
So yeah, this is like history repeating itself for a kid
Hey!
murder right in front of him.
Hey, Joe.
Dark Room Reviews.
Hey, Dark Room Reviews.
What up?
Does he just review in a dark room? Is it just like you can't see nothing? He just goes, I have reviewed a movie today. And the review.
It's his channel name.
You say you mean dark tone? Do you mean that the tone or you can't see the picture? No, I can't see anything.
It's just like a voice that just comes out and tells you about the movie. It's just like you hear a voice. Right. There's you can't really see his face. It's kind of like Zordon.
I really can't see anything.
He's like Zordon in the Power Rangers.
Oh my god, he's taking him in. It's like, how old the fuck is this guy?
How old are you, Robin?
He's a grown ass man. He can get married.
He's a grown ass man. Look, shit, you look 30. Who the fuck is Reggie?
Who the fuck?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Like, how old are you? 15. Shit, you look 30.
Oh, that's what it says on your house. Okay.
Dunder Mifflin, it's an Office. If you watch The Office, the TV show The Office, That's
Yeah.
what this is. This Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, from The Office, the Steve Carell show. I'm a big fan. I love that show. I'm a huge fan of that show, and I just love it. So
Okay,
yeah,
here's a scene that's going to come up when Dick
Hold
Grayson
on,
goes
hold
on his
on one
bike
second.
and,
I'll be right back, guys.
Bruce Wayne name drops Metropolis. Like
Well,
they
the next,
definitely
one
did it.
one of the
They
next
did it.
movie, he's like, "This is why Superman works alone."
Well, that was too obvious. That was
Oh,
so
my
obvious.
God.
Easter egg.
That was.
But the only thing, like, yeah, it's like Metropolis. Like, so Superman exists. Like, which one? Which Superman?
There's only
Christopher
one
Reeve,
Superman. It's
It might have
Kane.
been. It might as well be Christopher Reeve.
Nicholas Cage.
Nick Cage.
Look at his.
Which
helmet.
Tim Burton was going to make this Superman movie.
Hey, we got to see him in the Flash for 2
We
seconds.
did. Hey, at least we
Speaking-
got it. At least we got Nick Cage's Superman fighting off the spider.
Hey,
In
I
Speaking
was,
of Superman, Supergirl
hey,
just
when
the
I
Supergirl
saw
movie just started filming.
the Flash on the big screen, it was just me and one other person because this is after the movie was tanking at the box office. And once I saw Nick Cage as Superman, I was like,
He's
That
like,
was
hey,
not-
That CGI in that movie was rough. There's
Well,
some of it
well,
that was
well,
okay.
it's been confirmed
but
that
some
it
of
was
it
definitely
looks
Nick Cage in
rough.
the movie. Like he confirmed that was definitely him in that cameo.
well, that's Nick Cage CGI looks better than Christopher Reeve CGI. So,
I know it looked awful.
yeah, I was like, I get what you're doing, but it still
I
looks
know you're
rough.
trying to do the celebration of the multiverse of the legacy DC characters, but that was just not the way to do it.
I was like, okay.
It's like, all right.
There's a way worse CGI I've seen besides that movie. Expendables 4 had terrible CGI.
Oh.
Don't even get me started on the fourth Expendables. Oh my fucking Christ.
Yeah, the blood looked like horrible video game graphics.
Yeah, it was that bad for $100 million. Across the Spider-Verse had more of a better budget.
There was no
that.
point doing it for fun.
Yeah,
Just
no
gotta-
point.
It's come in the mail.
It's the riddle box. Oh yeah, Bruce Wayne had dead parents, didn't he?
You don't say.
The big ass freaking box.
Obvious,
Yes, I do
Yes.
say. I'm just kidding.
obviously.
Bugging you, Ryan.
So over the top stylized of the parents getting murdered in a dark alley.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They never showed because it's like Joker, or not Joker. Yeah, Joker.
Well, technically, this one was supposed to be. Well, originally it was supposed to be a continuation, but this was like more of a soft reboot, where there's things that happen similar to the first two movies, but a little different.
Yeah. I kind of view the Burton films and the Schumacher films as two different things, truthfully.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. Look, but the
Yeah.
only thing is though, if you think about this line, the line he tells Dick whenever he says, "So you kill Two-Face, you go out and take him like another, and then you look in the mirror and you realize what you become." So if you think about that line, but in that continuity with the Batman and Batman Returns, you realize that Bruce Wayne, I've killed a bunch of people and I am not the same. Like I am a horrible person, because all I know is like it makes sense if you think about it in continuity.
Because in comic books he fucking called Batman out that you've killed before.
And Batman, he knows. He goes, "I know I'm gonna have to pay for my sins one day.
I have to pay for my sins, but I don't want you to do. I don't want you to pay for my sins."
Oh, goodness. Interesting.
Hey, Schumacher, you're actually getting somewhere.
This is actually getting good.
Yeah. We finally got somewhere.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And people say you're a crap director. I mean, I'm giving you credit here.
Same.
Yeah, there are parts of it where it's getting heavy, but then there are times when Riddler and fucking Two-Face, it becomes a cartoony again. Switch the tone.
To be fair, this one's not a full-on cartoon.
Yeah, Batman and Robin's more of a cartoon.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm talking about when parts of the movie with the two characters of the villains became a little bit cartoony, and it came a little bit of a mishmash of the tone.
I can understand that. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Look, I love the soundtrack for Batman and Robin. Like, I love Smashing Pumpkins. You had.
I don't even remember much of that soundtrack. I forgot all about that.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. The soundtrack is good in Batman and Robin.
Okay, look.
I thought the R. Kelly song was in Batman and Robin.
It's great music. Okay. Gotham City.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the same because he has good music, but you had to do what you did.
In the words of JonTron, that one didn't age quite so well.
That's for sure.
Did you see that Michael Che said on SNL about he goes, "That's it, America." Like when it was after Trump, when he goes, "That's it, America." If you can elect a convicted rapist, I can listen to R. Kelly again. I'm not pretend. I said I've already do, but I'm gonna pretend like I don't now.
Yeah, we're doing a watch commentary of Batman Forever.
And some people say SNL is better than Living Color. To that I say, bullshit.
Bullshit.
I like Michael Che. He's hilarious.
But I'll give SNL this. I've seen a few clips of some of the comedic stuff. I laugh at some of it.
I like the SNL from the 90s and the 2000s, but I just don't like where it is right now. It's terrible.
The last one
I haven't seen much SNL. I guess it depends on the actors that they got in it. I think is what makes it great for sketch.
Well, I just watched the Dave Chappelle one, and I thought that was hilarious.
There are certain skits that I watch on YouTube that has some recent funny skits, but they only have very limited. It comes very rare when you have really skits that are really peak.
Y'all seriously need to Google the Living Color sketch where Damon Wayans and Jim Carrey play televangelists, The Hour of Power, and it's hilarious. Jim Carrey plays.
Oh my god, that was
Jim Carrey plays
hilarious.
Jim Carrey plays his Jimmy Swaggart knockoff, and Marlon Wayans talks in tongues, which just essentially morphs into the "Mama Say Mama Sama Matusa" bit from
Michael Jackson.
Something by Michael
or
Jackson.
They have that one skit of the gays in the military.
Welcome to Men on Military.
But the comedy skits that I grew up on in the 90s and 2000s, I grew up on with SNL. Then I grew up on the Nickelodeon All That Amanda Show. Then I watched Mad TV.
I will say I really enjoy
Batman just killed someone in an explosion.
Now he's going up the wall.
Batman just drove up the wall.
He drove up the fucking wall.
It looks like he's going on some weird road.
This turned into a Fast and Furious movie.
Nah, those
Fast and Furious hey, we could do better. It's all about the
those movies are way sillier. Dom would have survived that, drunk a Corona, and said family.
Definitely.
I don't got friends. I have family.
I got family.
By the way, did you know? Are y'all doing a watch along? Yes, we are doing a watch along. We're doing it on Batman Forever.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he jumped right into the middle of the watch party. He has no idea what the hell we're talking about.
Well, it says literally. It says right there.
It literally says on the. Did you read the title? Did you read the title of this video?
He also showed up. He also showed up because I'm a part of it too.
So I will say one thing I do like about this, that I like how there's nods to the 66 one where he says the Puzzler, because the Puzzler, whenever they had a contract dispute with Frank Gorshin in the 66 show, they introduced the guy who played Gomez Addams in the 60s Addams Family show, John Aston.
Oh, John Aston.
He played a character called the Puzzler.
Oh,
I didn't realize until about 2 years ago that John Astin is the father of Sean Astin, Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings. I'm like, I didn't know that.
I didn't realize he was still alive
hate-
either. I didn't know that. I'm like, I thought he died.
I hate the 1966 movie. I hate it.
Oh, you hated
Thank
that?
you,
The Adam
Joshua.
West.
Yeah,
Thank
I
I
hate
always
it.
I always forget
hate
that Drew Barrymore is in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Look,
See,
Jim
I know.
Carrey's right there.
Yeah,
Look,
Look at
Jim
Drew
Carrey's
Drew
right
Barrymore.
there. Look, Jim Carrey's right there in the background waiting for his cue to come in.
There's
There he
Drew
is, yeah.
Barrymore.
Yeah, he's right
Jim
there.
Carrey's
Yeah.
right there in the background.
How you
waiting
doing?
for his
How you
cue.
doing? How you doing, Drew Barrymore?
I keep forgetting that she's in this movie.
I know.
yeah, I
She
know
was
until
so
you guys said
unrecognizable.
Have you guys noticed that if you look right there, Jim Carrey's waiting for his cue to come in? If you look right there, you see Jim Carrey.
all right. Raw
he's
No,
dog.
I always know that Drew
Oh, there he
Barrymore
is.
is in this because would you remember remember the name or the face with my photographic memory? Because I watch a lot of movies with actors, I could always remember who.
Okay, I don't care what anyone says. This is an iconic look right here.
It
It
is.
is.
I agree.
I love the cane. You know
I'll
what?
give it that.
Why doesn't McFarlane sell like Riddler canes? They would make a shitload of money off of those. They sell Negan's baseball bat from The Walking Dead, but they can't sell a freaking Riddler cane.
It wouldn't be that hard to make it and license it.
I don't think it's me you want to kill.
The Batman. Show your true colors.
Kill the bat.
This is where the movie gets too
Oh,
funny.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
seeing Jim Carrey and
It's hard for
Tommy
me
Lee
to be
trying
serious without
one up
laughing.
each other. The Batman. Whoa! The Batman. Whoa!
Oh, the Batman.
Riddle me this.
Title depression.
Who's the big bad bat? Crush him.
I like how Jim Carrey said he wanted to shave his head, and then he wanted to shave a question mark into his head. But what happened was he was due for a divorce, so he couldn't do that. He was doing court for a
That's the
divorce.
reason he didn't do it. It's like, oh, I want to get divorced. No.
I mean, can you imagine shaving a question mark and then you show up for a court divorce hearing? And then
That
you're
was
just
so
I'd have been
weird.
I know.
It's like, hey, riddle me this, riddle me
Riddle me
that.
this. Riddle me that. Why am I in a divorce?
Divorce. He drinks the water like, oh, come on.
I don't know why. Look, Drew Barrymore's cute in this movie, but Debbie Mazar, who is like Tommy Lee Jones, the other woman, she's hotter. I'm just saying, she's hotter.
Oh, I got this.
Up
It's your
one.
brain
Up.
on the box. My brain's on the box.
You're basically
Mhm.
making people dumber. Okay.
I
I would probably. I would, if I was Two-Face, I would shoot him in the face for like, okay, so you're taking my girl's brain stem away. So you're
the box. This is my brain on the box.
Batman Forever underrated. Yes, it is.
Yes, I would say it is.
Yes.
If it wasn't, we would all
yes.
be like, no.
Like, no.
Where's the bargain? And making them dumber.
Hey, breaking. Jim Carrey's the Riddler invented TikTok.
He got banned.
Rid
That-
Talk.
That's timely.
That should be called like Rid Talk.
Red talk.
There was a whole debate about like it getting banned and stuff. I'm like, I don't care. It's making people dumb, and people are complaining about it. So I'm like, I don't use TikTok. I could care less about it. I think we're good.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? It's TikTok.
I left TikTok.
Like to me, it's like, oh, a friend, like Stephanie, she was like,
Yeah, but
oh, it's gonna get banned. I gotta share all my video. I'm like, it's not gonna get banned. She goes, I hope so, and I'm like, it's not gonna get banned.
He did this fucking like SpongeBob
It's a
meme.
stunt.
Like, hey, good, spend the night in jail. All right, time's up.
I know that's what you're saying. I'm like, that's exactly
that really
what
did.
TikTok
Like, that's
It's
what literally
you
what
can't-
TikTok did. It was like 9 hours of ban, and then it
Right.
just came back online.
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Okay, time's up.
You know,
Now
me
get
and my
out.
niece, we watched the. Do you know SpongeBob did a whole episode
This
on
scene with
Nosferatu?
Dick doing the laundry is
Oh
just
my
so-
god, him
Going
doing the
to
fucking
your
laundry.
Karate Laundry. Wax
Karate
sock,
laundry.
and Alfred's
That
just
should be
looking at
name
him
of the
like,
that should be name of the movie. Karate
Then
laundry.
he looks at Alfred like this. He goes, Joshua,
He's
hold that
always
up. Joshua, hold that up. Hold that up. Where'd you get that from?
yeah.
I got it for Christmas in December 2016 from friends in high school.
How big is it? What
I've been
size is
having
that?
it since.
I want to get my niece one of those. I'm going to get my niece one of those.
Punches
Let
one
me
of them.
try. Right on the face. That shit made me
well,
die.
This is a few. This is a few.
He's like, let me
years
try.
before- This is a few years before.
I think
Matt
this is a medium or a lot. I'm not sure. I'll look it up after.
Me and my niece, we just rewatched. We watched an episode of SpongeBob where the whole episode was about Nosferatu.
You're talking about Graveyard Shift.
No. This was the one where they go to deliver mail to Nosferatu, and then like Nosferatu,
Oh.
and he has like a creepy. I was telling Ryan about it. Ryan just like, why are you watching SpongeBob?
I still watch SpongeBob, and I'm 26. I still watch SpongeBob.
There's nothing
I
wrong with
reg-
that. I mean, if you
I
watch it
regularly-
back in the day, it's very much more adult if you think about
I got
it.
me and my
Yeah.
niece love watching SpongeBob.
Like that
together.
is shown it was not made for kids. Like if you watch, like pay attention to the adult jokes, like that shit was so adult.
Literally a month
Yeah,
ago
but-
in my work, someone dropped something, and I said, "Firmly grasp it with your hand."
You know, it's
At the
really
same
funny.
time, I watch the Family Guy as a kid, and I still do.
I swear to God, like
Everybody
the SpongeBob skits are always way ahead of its time.
I like the
It
shot.
is.
This is like the only shot that's not on the set. This actually looks like it's actually outdoors.
Yeah, it looks like they're in a practical location.
Josh,
Yeah.
Josh, I don't know if you remember this Family Guy bit, but there was this one, and I can't remember the episode, but it's like they're at this
Okay,
like
what?
museum, sort of, kinda, and there's like a bit where Peter gets into this bed and takes like a hospital selfie and messes up his hair, and he's like, I don't want to talk about it, but I'm fine. Like, I don't
that's
know
a
if you
tough-
remember that, or not, but that always makes me
I
laugh.
think
that's
I
a tough-
remember
what
that
you're
episode,
talking
Ryan.
about.
I remember that one.
To answer your question, Brian, I'm going to say Batman Returns is aged better.
Batman Returns.
Yeah.
definitely Batman Returns.
Batman Returns because the story is the Penguin wants to run for mayor, and a greedy businessman corrupts the Penguin to benefit his own
This
interests.
is Green Man Crooks.
And basically, oh my God, I just realized something.
Hey, Jacob Martin.
Think
is this
about
an
this,
album- is
guys.
this an
Think about
album
this.
cover or
A
what?
greedy a guy wants to run for a political option, and a billionaire wants to influence over him. Think about that, guys. Think about that. A guy is running for an office of some kind, and then a giant billionaire wants to have influence over this person running for office. That seems very timely, doesn't it? Batman Returns was ahead of his time. I'm just saying.
To quote Bart Simpson, really makes you think.
Sure.
He
does.
Okay.
he timed it right to sneak into the door into the back cave.
Yeah, which, by the way, I'm just
Yeah, I
saying,
think he
well,
was
I'm not-
flying in with them.
I don't condone any look. I'm not a, like I said. We're having fun here. Like we just like to joke around. We don't condone neither political candidates. We just like.
We're
to have
not
fun.
political.
We're not
Yeah.
political.
Don't
We
it.
just like to have fun. We just like.
We like to make fun of it because it's funny.
Like Ryan said,
Yeah.
we're like George Carlin. It's all bullshit. Doesn't matter.
There you go.
It's all
Yeah,
bullshit.
100%. Yeah, bullshit.
I do
And
like
it's
how
bad for
he
it.
breaks into the Batcave and Alfred just looks at him. I'm like, What did he do? Did he just knock
I
out
was
Alfred?
like,
I'm like, it
Now
happened
we
again.
gotta
I'm
kill him.
going to
Now
need
we gotta
to-
kill him.
Alfred's like, come here. He pulls a blade out and goes, come here.
What to do? What to do? The deuce?
I love how this woman's office is basically like the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
so true.
It is. Yeah.
this is the Joel Schumacher think tank. He's like, oh hey, Nicole, you can just use my office and make that your office. It's all
Okay.
good here. Okay.
Why is he David Lynch for some reason?
Why you sound like the Southern dude?
You sound like David
Like,
Lynch.
hey, you can
Oh,
use my office all day, lady.
No.
Apparently, I can't imitate a gay man. I don't.
You sound like David Lynch more than you sound like Schumacher. Like, she's like, George, listen. We're going to use my office, okay? It's going to look fabulous, okay? We're going to have this. Nicole, you have to seduce him, okay? Val, just do what you're doing, all right?
Now you sound like that teacher from Beavis and Butthead.
I was trying to do the impression, but just like me and Jacob Martin.
You sound like the gay Trump version that if he were gay.
Oh,
Hey, listen
what
here.
are you doing?
Listen, we're gonna make a wall of rainbows, okay? We're gonna make a walls of rainbows, and we're gonna
Make the balls of rainbows.
No, bring the village.
We're gonna
people,
make
let's
this
go.
great again.
Bring the village people, guys. Let's go. YMC.
Bring on the village people. Literally.
Dude, that's the craziest shit.
Hey,
I've ever
they were there.
seen.
Yeah.
That was wild. Like
That was the
seeing
most
that
insane
clip,
thing
I'm
I
just
saw
like,
that day. I was like,
what?
I just saw the village people, him on stage dancing with the village people doing this. I'm like, that to me was the craziest thing I saw.
my first thought when I saw them was, they're still alive?
Oh,
I was
People
like,
are
you're not gonna
still
lie,
living?
not gonna lie though. I was shocked. I was just like, I can't believe this is happening. I was like, the YMCA. Which I like the fact that I like the fact that Robin, like, the one thing I really like about this movie was whenever you watch in the movie, okay, so for instance, Robin is actually, there's a scene that's deleted where Robin has a punching bag and he's hitting, there's a picture of Two-Face's wanted poster, and he's just hitting that punching bag, and like, because he really wants to kill Two-Face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. He's got a
He's got a smartwatch.
Yeah, he's got an Apple Watch.
Predicting
Again, this was ahead of his time.
Again, how does she not fucking? She was able to hear everything. He took
yeah.
her car.
Didn't, and she was right next to him. He was like, I'm Batman.
I love the outfit's like, he stole the other car, the Bentley, the other car, and he's just like, first off, how did he drive it? How does he know how to drive that thing? Did Alfred?
How did Alfred allow him to snatch the fucking Batmobile? How did he have access to that Batmobile?
Wasn't Alfred in the British Royal Navy? So shouldn't Alfred have beat the shit out of him?
I know. And he just let him go.
The Luther Mansion in Smallville has better security, and that security is non-existent.
Oh my God. How did he was able to break into that Batmobile? That should have been safe and secured.
I have a feeling Alfred pulled a Vicky Bale. Alfred pulled a Vicky Bale and said, "It's like, how do I get in this? Oh, it's like this. Can I just?"
Apparently, anybody can get into the Batmobile. It's like, you're supposed to be Batman.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be secure, and he just took it.
It's supposed to be security.
It just reminded me of Iron Man 2. You're Iron Man. He just took your suit, took it.
I like how he sees prostitutes and just automatically stops. He's like, "Oh, horse! Oh, horse!" Hey, what's going on?
Boy.
The acting of the extras are so bad, it's hilarious.
I know, but it's so funny. But it's so bad. It's so funny how bad the acting was.
We get the first glimpses of the face paint mafia.
We do.
This is Schumacher. This is how you can tell Schumacher's never been on
in a black light. Look like Jackson Howell painting.
You could tell
I'm a
Schumacher's
child.
never been on the streets before because this is how he thinks gang violence is in the streets in the 90s. Because
I like all this stuff.
neon streets.
Yeah,
I'm
just
a
a face paint mafia with a fucking black light around him.
I'm gonna tell my kids this was the insane clown posse. Whoop whoop.
I'm gonna tell my kids that this is Clockwork Orange.
This makes a Clockwork
This-
Orange.
This is more watchable than a Clockwork Orange.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's not go
definitely.
quite that
Clockwork
far. That
Orange
movie-
is not Clockwork Orange is not an easy watch.
No.
That's true.
Well, now if this is a Clockwork Orange, Robin needs to start singing in the rain while he's beating the crap out of these guys.
Singing in the rain. It's so funny that the torch goes up and flames when they kiss. That's kind of weird fucking visual choice. Like, what the hell?
Oh my god.
Dude, the face paint looks
Batman's just
very
watching
similar.
him get his ass
Like
kicked.
they're
Dude,
fighting a
Batman's
laser
watching
arena.
him.
The face
Batman's
paint looks very
watching.
similar to the Matt Reeves' Batman movie when Batman beats the shit out of that face paint gangs.
Have you noticed that Batman's
We
just
can't
watching
move.
him? Like, he's just like, I want to see how long it takes before he gets his ass beat. He's just sitting
And
there watching.
I'll say this: Halloween Horror Nights gets weirder by
Look,
the
see,
year.
he's watching him. He's just being watching him. Like, oh, look, he's getting his ass beat. Fucking get his ass beat.
Just like
No,
He
it's
didn't-
a
he didn't do
Halloween
anything
party.
until they're like, "Oh, Batman!"
Oh, Batman! Woohoo!
It's like, "Oh crap! I got phone."
I'm Batman.
I'm like in the street gang. He's like, and we let him beat us up because he's just doing this.
Whoa.
Yeah,
these are the weakest punches. He's just standing there.
you're supposed to know how to fight, and that was a weak ass punch.
Yeah.
That's like
How
a
did you-
child.
I
like,
would first ask,
No.
how did you get past Alfred? Is the first thing I want to know because I'm a
Yeah, how the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, he
I'm
was
gonna
in
hang
there with
with
him.
Alfred when I get home.
Alfred, get the hydrofluoric acid ready. If you know, you know.
Hold him down, Alfred. Let's
There you go,
let's Men in Black him and wipe his memory out.
I mean, Tommy Lee Jones is in this movie.
Yeah,
You can always
Damn,
knock
he-
him out and then
dude,
say
he got his costume off very quickly.
Well, I mean, when you got a butler that unzips you, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I know. You got to unzip him.
Collins, don't say.
It's not like a sexual. It's not like he's just pulling his junk out and everything for him. It's like, oh, you need a hand. Alfred just
Okay,
unzips
I did like this dialogue with teaching him that you should not get revenge. I did like that one. Tell him from his experience.
See, like,
And he was like, "Your parents were not killed by a maniac." Like, yeah, they were killed by a maniac.
Yeah, they were.
That gave me chills. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there are some really
Like,
there are
especially
some
here
really
where
good
it's kind of
dialogue scenes in this movie.
There's great moments in here.
He's
if
like,
you
"Hey,
look
your
at this
parents were killed by a
movie,
maniac." Like, yes, they
yes,
were.
they were.
They
Like the
were
Joker
killed by
killed him.
a maniac.
See, this makes sense if you include this with Batman Returns. He goes, yes, they were killed by a maniac.
He's like, "Hey, you still have a choice. I don't want you to have a burden to be like me."
And he goes, I am like, you know what? I will really like how he's trying to basically tell him, don't be like me.
I'm already damaged goods.
And I feel like they do a better job with the Robin origin story in the Lego Batman movie.
Or Batman's like a douche, and he's like, he
Or
goes,
the
"Hey,
fucking
I'm-
Robin from Titans. Fuck Batman.
What the heck kind of band is this?
Yeah, what the heck?
What the fuck is going on?
Well, man, Milli Vanilli certainly took an interesting turn.
What in the?
It's like neon fucking instruments.
I always had a question. How is his hair orange? Does he wear a wig, or does he just dye his hair back?
He
Yes,
looks
that-
like a bowl cut when he has the orange hair, and somehow
Yes,
he's
that
got
like-
longer hair in a fucking dark color.
Yes, that
Yeah.
He's literally trying to look like Bruce Wayne.
Hey, shout out to the best acting in this whole movie. That reporter lady's like, Gotham must know.
That is the crazy
You signed the papers.
It looked like she was in a different. It looked like she was in the wrong decade.
I mean, look, she's married to. I think she's like literally just married to the creator of Batman.
Oh, that was Bob Kane's wife again.
You're gonna
Yeah,
blame me
Kane's
because
wife,
you were the
Darcy
business.
Kirk.
You're gonna blame me because you were the business head of the company and you made a bad business deal with your own company.
Yeah,
I
fucking
like how
Nick,
Jim
buddy.
Carrey
The Riddler's
is-
literally trying to look like Bruce Wayne. He's literally trying to copy him.
I mean, the idea is he wants to be like Bruce Wayne.
I know he wants to be him.
And even remember when he pulls it. Remember the scene where they're like, he puts the glasses up. Bruce Wayne puts his glasses on, and then Jim Carrey pulls his glasses out. And goes,
I know. It's like, dude, you're like,
Right.
how are you not calling him out on this shit? Like, you're literally copying him.
"You're little. Are you copying me?" He goes, "No."
Like, you're just a copycat.
For those who are watching the watch along, we are an hour and 13 minutes into the movie.
And
Yeah, and people don't like copycats. It's like Elon Musk. He'll make the Cybertruck. I could go up one day and say, "Behold, the Cybervan," and it looks exactly like the Cybertruck.
or the robo.
It felt like it felt like he watched fucking Upgrade and saw that car design and felt like, hey, I can do it.
I love
Gory did the
I was
best.
like,
didn't
dude,
you?
I literally saw. It was not that long ago that where I live, I saw one of those things in real life.
I see Cybertrucks all the time. They're the ugliest cars I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, you're not in the sci-fi movie. Stop copying off of other sci-fi movies.
He even takes his glasses off like him too. He puts his glasses off like him too. He's like,
he's
puts
a
them on.
total mark. He's a total mark for Bruce Wayne.
He even has his haircut just like Bruce Wayne.
And he has a mole like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
There's an Instagram account that I follow. He's a truck driver and he like catalogs like his like road rage and all of the people who don't use their blinkers. Every time he shows off a Cybertruck, he like puts in like a female voice of like someone's refrigerator is loose on I-95. And now every time I see a Cybertruck, I'm like, someone's refrigerator got loose again. I must return this to Mr. Egon Spengler at once.
Must. He goes for the double guns.
Oh, look, it's a sash made out of a Webkins.
It looked like a fucking glow stick.
All right, so the scene coming up here.
Tell me your secret. Tell me your dreams.
I like bats.
I like black and sometimes really dark gray.
Does it come in black?
You want me?
Tell me your deepest dark secrets.
I'm
And it just
sure
shows the fucking bat. That's it.
Yeah, it's all it does.
What the fuck is they're projecting there that screens like, oh, there's flying bat. That's all. They're like, what's the secret?
I'm sure in '95 that footage must have just been mind blowing.
I like how Jim Carrey said,
Maybe
no,
the thing like that is probably why we need the Schumacher cut so we can see the full-on bat effect that he was going for. But
you just have to imagine the fire.
Also, it's funny. He's sitting there talking to Two-Face, which like, hey, it's weird that the guy who's hosting this thing is talking to the bad guy who's robbing this thing.
He seems to be working together. Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
again, it's the Riddler and Two-Face trying to one-up each other in their buffoonery.
Yeah.
Your interest was good. His was better.
Your interest is good.
They literally use that meme every now and then.
And he's literally talking to Two-Face. You're just like, what? Like, oh, so Edward Nigma and Two-Face are working together. Okay. That's what I would say. Like, if you saw them talking to each other.
He's drinking the fucking red drink and fucking blue drink.
Yeah.
Is this the fucking red pill and blue pill shit before the Matrix?
This is the first time you see them two talking to each other.
Yeah. The Wachowski saw Batman Forever and said, we're going to take some notes.
We got
don't take the red pill.
The guy was like, Batman, yeah!
Batman! Awesome! Wicked cool!
I forgot about that.
I like the
Yes, with
soundtrack to this movie. You know, the score by Elliot Goldsmith. I like that.
Elliot Goldenthal.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as iconic as Danny Elfman's, but it's still a solid score.
At least it's memorable. It gets
Yeah,
stuck
at
in your
least.
brain.
Yeah.
Suit me up, Alfred. You got this costume that's not bulletproof. I mean, if you get shot, you're gonna die. It's fine. I got this.
You're wearing spandex, not a body armor.
Yeah. Look. This is something Indiana Jones copy. Look. Like they parody Indiana Jones. Remember how the guy's like does this and then he just goes.
Yeah.
He was just like this. Yeah, and then he just went, kicks him in the face, and walks away. And then Cole Kidman's like, my place, I'll be there. And he goes,
Like, really?
It's like, yeah, let's just wait on somebody to file a sexual harassment suit against her. I'm just saying.
Just waiting to happen.
I mean, really, that's all she does in this movie. She basically is there just to be the love interest of Batman. Eye candy.
Yeah, it made no sense.
She has no real dialogue. At least Vicky Vale in the Tim Burton movies and Michelle Pfeiffer both had a purpose to be there.
It made more sense. Can you imagine if Jason Statham was Batman? I'm Batman. I'm throwing the batarang. So what the fuck you doing?
That was the most convenient jump I've ever seen Batman do.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Here comes a pun, a fart pun.
He's moving to the left. He's moving to the right.
Move to the
Nothing
right.
like a bad
Move to the
case
left.
of gas.
A part of me kind of loves this movie for how sheer stupid it is at times.
Yeah.
Apparently the cape is fireproof, fire retard.
I like how Sanford like. I'm like.
Like he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
Not yet.
Not.
because I'm Batman.
Because I'm Batman.
He's like. Again, where are the police at? They're
know
not.
how
Nowhere to be
showed up.
found.
Well, it's Gotham City. The police never shows.
They are non-existent in this movie. They're like
Whether
Batman's
it's
little-
Burton or Schumacher, we don't care.
I do like this about Robin saving Batman.
He would have
Good
suffocated.
job, Robin. You matter in this movie. We
You're
love you,
actually doing
Robin.
something.
You did something
Even though you're a little bit miscast because you're too old to play Robin.
Yeah, that's true. You do have a gratitude problem, Batman.
He name dropped Nightwing. He definitely name dropped that.
I would say, how
Yeah,
about
he
you
definitely
come
not-
to my house? How about
He
that? That's it.
He definitely did name drop, not Nightwing.
He
Nightwing.
did. Yeah, he name dropped
And then
Nightwing.
ironically, his outfit looks like Nightwing's outfit in the next movie.
It does, which just
Yeah.
except it's just red.
So he's not
Yeah, not
Nightwing.
blue.
He's not Nightwing. He's Redwing.
There you go. He's red. No, he's Red Robin. Red Robin.
Yum.
Red Robin. Yum.
Yum.
Red Robin. Ooh.
And then I like how Alfred tells him, "You need to go to her. Go to her. You know." Like he's basically leading him on, going, "Yes, Master
Lead him
Wayne."
on.
Go, he's like go to her.
I remember when I was young, I used to sneak women here all the time, Master Wayne.
Pretty much like so go get.
Aren't you, Alfred?
I
Pretty
remember
much
back in the day,
I would
Boston
get it.
Bruce. I used to sneak some women in, and
I remember when
he
I
literally
was
told him. He literally told him, go to her.
I remember when I was a kid and I thought Maggie Smith was hot.
Oh my god!
She's just like waiting for him.
She's literally in her sheets, naked in the bed. How is this not less sexual for adults in this movie than Batman Returns?
This is way more sexual than anything in Batman Returns.
Yeah.
This is way more sexual than Batman Returns.
By a lot.
Than the parents that have not watched the movie.
Brought to you by McDonald's.
Brought to you by
Won't somebody please think of the children?
Someone think of the children.
It just looks like a fucking music video scene where a girl's half naked in the bed in slow-mo.
I mean, this was Joel Schumacher, okay? I'm just saying. Joel Schumacher.
Did he direct music videos too? Besides,
he did.
Yes.
Tons.
And that explains it.
Like Schumacher came from like that Ridley Scott, Tony Scott, Michael Bay school of music video.
Which this is the one thing and the biggest sin I will give against this movie: the Batman smile.
Oh yeah, that's coming up.
What about but what about the Michael Keaton smile in Batman Returns?
To be fair, Batman should not smile. Batman is smolders. He does not smile.
Even Kevin Conroy in the Justice League did the smile.
He's like, yeah, I get to. He says, either way, I'm getting laid from this woman because
I'm still getting laid.
Batman gets laid. I'm getting laid. So either way, yay! He's like, yay!
Yay!
Honestly, if it was me as the Batman suit, I would have done the same thing. Honestly.
I mean, Blacktastic had a very fantastic story about when he went and saw Batman.
Yeah, he told the story of watching Batman Returns.
Getting laid in that movie, and I'm like, okay.
Elizabeth Olsen would be in your Batman movie, and you'd be doing the same thing.
And also, he tells a story about it in the theater getting laid after watching Batman Returns in theaters. That's the reason why you love Batman Returns so much, because your experience, you got laid.
I will admit the smile he gives is so goofy. He's like,
he's like, ooh.
Okay. That was fun. Okay, I'll give Jacob that. That was hilarious. Elizabeth, if it was Elizabeth Olsen, obviously, why not?
If Elizabeth Olsen was Wanda and whispers in your ear sexually.
Oh, hey, the Bat cameoed. The missing Bat cameoed in this movie. The Rick Baker Bat.
Yeah.
That's the only way to put two and two together. This is what I don't like. He gives up being Batman. It's like, it's no more. He kind of becomes an asshole, selfish asshole.
At least Superman had a reason in Superman 2.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man had a reason in Spider-Man 2.
It made sense. Bruce was like, nope, no more.
Like, really?
I don't get it.
That's a god taxi.
I'm going to give up so I can have sex.
So I can have sex.
Oh my gosh.
Like, isn't Bruce Wayne already sleeping with a lot of women while he was still Batman?
It is hilarious. Oh my god.
Because I'm Batman. I get to get laid.
Y'all got me there.
Yeah, Jacob, you took out Josh for a few seconds there.
I'm sorry.
He's totally done.
Broke him.
You just broke him at this point.
No, it's all right.
Ryan, you broke me the other night with the Chat GBT thing with the Beatles.
It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen eventually, Ryan. During this, where they make a joke about Scarlet Witch. It was gonna happen eventually.
I like how like Gotham City, the cab has like the Gotham City.
It just says Gotham. It doesn't even say taxi.
How you
look,
gonna
and it's Halloween, so
in Gotham
so
City
is
and
this
not
a
have
Halloween
Gotham
movie?
Taxi?
Halloween.
There was a pump.
Since it's taking place in Halloween, it's Halloween movie. And Batman Returns takes place in the Christmas holiday, so it's a Christmas movie.
So now we need the Batman. Now we need the Batman Thanksgiving movie, the Batman Easter movie, and the Batman 4th of July movie.
Well,
We did have the Spider-Man Thanksgiving. We did have the Spider-Man Thanksgiving.
You can do the
Batman is pretty much the Batman is pretty much a Halloween movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Is there a Batman comic called The Long Halloween?
Yes.
They do.
It's loosely based on like that in year one are based loosely.
Yes, Batman: The Long Halloween. I did see the animated movie.
Yeah, I watched the animated part 1 and part 2.
Look,
tweet or tweet.
You know, it's funny. Like you see these kids in those costumes. You see Riddler and Two-Face like are wearing the same.
How did he not know? Those are two grown men in the door.
And also, what happened? They killed the kids and take their costume. I mean, they had to literally.
Well, I think between this movie and Batman '89, I don't think this is the sharpest Alfred.
He's not. He's got dementia.
Yeah. So you're saying he's the Joe Biden of Alfreds?
Yeah. Listen here, my fellow Americans.
Hey, Jacob, do not talk about the great Michael Goff in vain like that.
I'm just. Ryan, it's a joke. It's a joke.
It's a joke. It's a goof, guys. It's a goddamn goof.
Let me tell you something, Bruce. If we just like we could let Master Wayne and what did
Master
I just
Wayne? Master Wayne.
I mean. Bruce Wayne, I don't know what he just said, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't either.
He doesn't remember what he said.
If you get the reference, you get the reference.
Yes, I know the reference.
He's wandering off in the woods in the rain.
I remember that happened like a couple months ago. He just walked right into the woods. And like, what?
Like, how does that make any sense? He has his book and he's running out in the fucking like heavy rain in the fucking woods. What's wrong with this picture?
I mean, to be fair, Ben Affleck did the same thing in Batman versus Superman.
Well, no, he ran away because he was trying to avoid the reality that his parents are dead, and he just dropped in front of the cave in a sinkhole. That made more sense. He's just wandering off in the middle of the rain for no reason.
Yeah.
I think this is much creepier than Tim Burton's version.
Yeah, this is much creepy. Like, it's just way over stylized with the flashbacks. Yeah, that it's supposed to be like a journal that he's carrying.
The Bat Journal.
The Bat Journal.
You're tired. Today, I
look like this kid just looks like he's an extra in The Sandlot.
He does look like Smalls from The Sandlot.
You're killing me, Smalls.
You're killing me, Smalls.
You're killing me, Smalls.
These are s'more stuff. All right, pay attention.
Okay, pay attention.
I want to.
See, this scene would have been more impactful. This scene would have been more impactful if you would have had the scene where he gets shot in the head and doesn't remember nothing.
This was a little weird. Like, he's seen a giant bat. Like, that. I don't know if that makes any sense.
This is the same Rick Baker bat that's in the famous cutscene. I take it.
Yeah. I assume
but that one was much bigger. Like, that one, it's actually in the trailer. If you watch the trailer for Batman Forever, it's in the trailer.
Really?
About Kilmer doing this with the bat, like holding his hands up, and him and the bat are becoming one. Which I'm like, I want to see the Schumacher cut so bad because I guarantee you that movie will be, I think it will be better.
It probably would be better.
They'll probably still have the same problems, but I'm sure the added scenes would flesh a couple things out. Like the stuff that I really like in this movie.
It would have probably been rearranged too, because the scenes were not in the chronological too.
I'll tell you right now, there are cuts of different movies that have made the movie better. Like for instance, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut is 10 times better than Superman.
It is 10 times better, but there
Absolutely.
were some scenes that just that felt very out of place, because he only shot like 75% of that movie.
Yeah.
He wasn't fully done, because he was midway finishing that movie, and then he got let go.
Alfred,
How are you falling for this, Alfred?
This seems
Yeah,
Not
really.
know.
This seems
He gets
legit.
knocked out by
Like,
that.
Michael Goff, you're a good actor, but you were the dumbest Alfred.
They made him dumber in this one.
Well, he
You
also
let
had
Dick
Vicky
Grayson in the
Vale
Batcave. You let
And you
him
let
get away
Vicky
with the
Vale in the
Batmobile.
Batcave.
That's true, he did. And that was not very bright.
The Alfred on Gotham.
That's just
is
not. That's just not smart.
Where would I hide?
I think Andy Serkis
as
Alfred is cooler
better,
than you.
and he had a bomb
Oh
in his
yeah, I
hand,
love it.
really.
Michael Caine's fucking Alfred from the Nolan was better.
Oh no, he's still my favorite Alfred.
Oh, he's still the best one.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis.
I mean, I love
He
Andy
probably-
Serkis, but we didn't really get much of Andy Serkis in that movie.
The
He wasn't
stupidest
really
thing in that
much.
movie is he has a bomb in his hand. Rather than dropping it and running away, he throws it.
I love this sequence where Riddler.
Well, you can't
just-
drop it in
Me
front of you;
too.
you'll blow up.
Yeah.
You had to toss it.
man, that's not cool.
This is my favorite scene in the whole movie, where Jim Carrey just goes all unhinged.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Shut up!
Hey, man, that's not cool.
Man, what kind of metal is that cane made out of to stick in the concrete like
You know,
that?
Jim Carrey. They said they made over 12. They said they.
What the hell is it
over
made out of?
12,
Vibranium?
And he
Must
broke
be.
I think 80 of them.
Tonight.
Just, I love how he flips the bombs.
You bet the bomb.
Oh, we're getting to the baseball part. I love. It's not here yet.
It's
I know.
coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up soon with the baseball.
I just the
It's
freaking
really
sound.
good. Yeah.
The facial expressions are priceless.
He's like,
When they play Battleship later, that kills.
Yeah. Yeah,
that
that's really
had
good
me
too.
dying when he was doing the battle shit. It
I love
did.
when he says, "Joy gasm."
There's the baseball.
There's the baseball.
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. He's out.
His sound effects are amazing.
He's going so hinge on improvising the shit. He's having way
Yeah.
too much fun.
If you couldn't get Robin Williams, Jim Carrey was the next best thing.
Yep.
No, Robin Williams could have never done this.
Well, I
No,
like how he
no
blows
way.
at the bat
No
level.
way.
Blows it up.
Like all due respect, like
Joygasm.
Joygasm!
Joy. You can tell that's such a Jim Carrey ad lib. Like there was like that line.
Of course it is, dude. It's Jim Carrey. You think you really
Jim
think
Carrey,
that they're
he
not
know-
going to let Jim Carrey improvise this shit? They know he's comedic gold. He's a big name back in the 90s. Of course, they're going to let him go have fun with it.
I like how he literally kept flipping the coin until he got the right result. Like he lives. He lives.
He's like,
he lives.
come
he
on
lives,
already.
He
Flip the-
dies. Yes.
Yeah, finally.
No! Don't kill him.
He won't learn nothing.
Never.
this trap or this riddle. Just I love this thing. The do. I love this thing.
He just like swinging that fucking metal can like.
I mean, I'd be doing the same thing. So
Yeah.
It grazed his head from getting his head blown off.
I'd be doing the Chaplin thing. I'd just be like twirling it around.
If you kill him, he won't learn.
If you kill him, he will learn nothing.
And then this is where originally, like, yeah, he doesn't have any memory of who he is, what his name is, or nothing. And then he has to go down to the Alfred walks him down the Batcave, and then
Yeah, he gets in. He has amnesia.
and he remembers.
Oh
Everything.
no, they would have done the Jason Bourne thing. Oh man.
Yeah.
You sound like Jason Bourne, yo.
That would have been But that would have been in the Schumacher cut.
Yeah,
Him
and
with
then he
the
touches
amnesia.
the bat, and the bat and him become one, and then he remembers everything, and then he realized that he's like, okay, he says,
So
Thanks.
based on what so what they're doing here, I guess, is a reshoot. I guess.
yeah, because
Of
the
course they
studio
did. They
was
did
like,
reshoots.
no, the studio didn't like that. They said we want to get to the big battle. We don't want to sit there and take like a 10-minute subplot of him psyche.
Right.
Okay, this is definitely a Schumacher movie.
Definitely right.
There's
here,
actually a scene they had to cut. They had to cut a
He's got a
sequence.
fucking jacket with a question mark on it.
You know,
How fucking
Yeah,
hilarious
Jacob,
that is.
Jacob Martin, I'm low key surprised Elton John never busted out something like that.
Oh no!
Jim
And he's
Carrey,
he's
the
playing
regular
a song
shots
like,
at Elton John's
"I
God
feel
song.
standing."
And I love Elton John, so I can make jokes like that.
We all love Elton John. He's a fucking,
Elton John's amazing.
he's fucking a legend, bro.
But I will say this though, yeah, they had a
Here's
cut
the Riddler signal with the fucking dot of the bat fucking signal on the.
I
the
love
dot
I
on the
love
bottom.
that symmetry. That is
I
perfect.
love the
right
skyline shot. Of
I
this.
agree, 100%.
Yeah, so like this was this is right here is the real scene right here, but yeah, we would have had it got to it a few minutes later. You know, after he became one with the bat, then this is the next scene. What would happen?
I mean, I
Right.
can understand. I can understand why that they didn't want to do this whole subplot of him trying to remember and accepting that he is Batman, because it was like, okay, it's too much screen time. Let's get to the point. We know what we have to do. We're not going to waste any more time.
Also, and also they had to cut a sequence because the Riddler actually sticks a needle in Nicole Kidman's neck and puts her to knock her out. You know, he has a giant syringe and he does this to her. But what happened is, so that's too violent for kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a giant syringe and he holds her down and then sticks the needle in her neck and then injects her with some kind of serum. They actually, if you read the comic, like the Batman Forever tie-in comic, they actually have that sequence of him doing that.
Yeah.
Edward Nygma. Shocker. I'm surprised he didn't even recognize his voice and his mannerism, even though he has a mask on. How did you not recognize that was Edward Nygma, the Riddler?
Hercule Poirot would be ashamed of you, sir.
Here's the thing. I definitely fucking dug this bat suit in the third act. That was, without the bat nipples, this suit was sick as hell.
Yeah.
Butt showing. There's the butt shot.
With a
Foreshadowing
zipper.
to the next movie.
With a zipper.
Oh,
Yeah, you notice that there's a zipper on his butt.
Well, as we talked about in the recording last night, those things come in more handy than you think.
Hey,
You always
Robin's
see
got a cool suit.
Yeah, that suit looks sick. Like they should have kept that suit in Batman and Robin. It took him a day to fucking make the new suit. I did have that figure of this bat suit from Batman Forever.
Cool.
Got the bat boat.
He's enjoying himself,
the bat ski, if you will.
and he knows how to drive it.
It would have made more sense.
Yeah, because he's 30. He knows he should know how to drive.
He rides
He
his
should,
motorcycle.
No, Pat Hengel, you need to give things time.
Patience.
There we go.
I like the shot where he flies through the bat signal.
Yeah.
Then
Then he does a thing. He does a thing. The thumbs up. The thumbs up
yeah.
shot.
I was like, yeah, go get him. Let's go get some coffee and donuts, guys. Come on.
He wants coffee and donuts.
Batman's got this well in hand.
We gotta get. Let's go get Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. Yeah,
Then
we're not
Battle-
relevant to the plot until Batman Begins. Okay, bye-bye.
And then the battleship
I-
starts.
I
Oh
love
god,
this
this
scene.
fucking battleship scene.
I love this with my whole heart.
A14.
Talked about battleship.
Sweet.
Sweet.
You signed an agreement.
You suck my battleship.
He's like, oh,
Oh,
That was a good boat.
dang.
No.
I like how he's like, you suck my battleship.
God. It's hysterical.
Oh, well, that's convenient. We're going to thunderball this thing.
This is your captain speaking.
How would that work? How would that physically or scientifically work? How would a thing? There's no way I would be able to shoot a laser
Well,
beam at it.
it makes as much sense as the Joker shooting down the Batplane in one shot.
In one shot.
With a long ass fucking revolver.
yeah, he just pulls out.
By the
That's
way,
all.
he's
Kennedy
like,
was able to carry that fucking tall ass fucking revolver on his fucking sock.
Maybe the Burton movies and the Schumacher movies are more connected than we realize.
And gets me my golden
Batman's like, you're all dead now because I'm gonna drown you all.
Yeah, you're all dead.
Don't worry, I'll chain him up right there.
First he blew these people up, and then now he drowns them.
They're literally still underwater. Half of them are still underwater. They're dead. They are literally like 2 of them are gonna live. The rest of them are gonna die from drowning.
Well, they had their breathing apparatus.
But even if they're gonna run out of oxygen eventually, dude, you never realize that.
This is for me.
They're gonna run out of oxygen.
Oh, I love the nod to the Adam West there. Holy rusted metal.
Holy metal! Holy just a metal, Batman. Oh, really, Captain Obvious?
You're very observant, Dick.
Oh, Robin, wait.
Yeah, dick.
Oh, I love that joke in Lego Batman. Hey, my name's Robin, but everyone calls me Dick. Oh, children can be cruel.
Well, kids can be very cruel.
in Lego Batman.
God, I love that movie. So fucking love it.
I can't wait till we get to that on here.
Same
I know
here.
it's so bullshit that no one saw that movie. It made don't understand why no one saw it. Like, dude, if you love the Batman in the Lego movie, you should have seen the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah,
Oh, that movie was awesome.
I
it
enjoy
had everything in it.
I enjoy all Lego movies.
I feel like that Lego franchise died down after the sequel of the Lego 2, and even then Ninjago was like a nail in the coffin.
Ninjago was just eh.
It was so forgettable.
Yeah,
The ninja one?
I like Lego Movie 2, not as much as the first, but it still did all the things.
It's the most memorable sequel. I mean, the first one was
I liked all of the Lego films.
Yeah, easily the best Lego movies was Lego, the original, and Batman.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, I never thought I had that much fun watching the first Lego movie in the theater. Like, I remember going to the cinema,
awesome.
and I was so fucking enjoying the hell out of that movie. I had a
It
fun experience.
still annoys me that movie did not get a Best Animated Feature nomination.
It got fucking snubbed, and I was so pissed off. And the only way they can make up for the bullshit mistake they made is performing on stage, and everything is awesome. I was like, that was such a bullshit cop-out. It was a great performance.
Yet Birdman walks away with Oscar nominations, which Birdman is not that great of a movie. It's not.
What movie?
Birdman. I don't think Birdman is that great of a movie.
Yeah.
I couldn't even finish it. I honestly never finished the whole movie. I thought it
I
was boring.
remember I was still working at the theater when Lego Movie came out, and every time I had to
Michael
clean the
Keaton.
theater, I was
Lego
like,
movie,
everything is awesome.
remember seeing the advertisements. I'm like, what? I'm like, what is going on here? But
When
then
Batman
when I
sings
watched
his
the
own song.
movie, when I watched the movie, I was just like having fun with it, especially.
Yeah, because you want to know
Wow,
what won for
cuckoo
Best
land.
Animated Feature Film in 2015 because they came out in 2014. It's the same as the Lego Movie, Big Hero 6. Which don't get me wrong, I love Big Hero 6.
What
But
one?
come on, you should have fucking put the Lego
Big Hero
Movie.
6
That
is
was
good, but it wasn't best animated feature worthy.
Yeah,
No,
it
it
wasn't
wasn't.
worthy of it. I mean, I love the movie. I'm not one of the haters, but I thought it was great. But the Lego Movie should have been in that category. I don't understand that.
It
Yeah.
should have
And,
been.
and even if it wasn't nominated, you had How to Train Your Dragon 2 right there. So
Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 2. That should have won.
This
Yeah, what
movie
the
has
heck
a
were
lot
we
of good
on?
shots in the movie.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Like, you could say all you want, talk shit all you want about the story or the acting, but like this movie has amazing.
Damn, he changed his hair and his outfit in
The
a
absolute
cup in
state
an hour.
of this unit. Like,
He went from
What the
orange,
hell is he wearing
brown
now?
to red. Or no, to pink. Is it pink or
Riddle
red
me
hair?
this, riddle
it
me
looks
that.
pink to me.
Why does it look like a pink Wolverine do? Nobody messes with the do.
I like
Oh,
how
with
he's
the
like,
hair?
the
Yeah.
Two-Face is like, and me,
But-
and me. You know, just like,
Well, now we know how Joel Schumacher would have directed the Logan
I'm
movie.
not gonna lie, like Tommy Lee Jones's Two-Face was literally not really the main villain to me. It almost seems like they wanted to put him in the main villain, but the Riddler was the main villain. And Two-Face was just there. Like, what's his real purpose? Nothing.
Yeah, really.
He doesn't serve any purpose of that movie whatsoever.
No, he doesn't.
At least the Riddler had something to do and has a purpose of wanting to be the villain. He's like the god of knowledge.
I like how he makes that demon voice, like.
I was like, where the hell did that come from? Why you sound like a demon?
Well, you know why he made that noise, right?
Well, he
Why?
was comparing himself to God. That's what he was doing.
Because he basically is like he has so much power that he's basically has the lawnmower man effect, where his mind is so intelligent that he can do things that other humans can't do. Essentially, he has abilities now, essentially, where he can actually make his mind. He's basically so intelligent that he actually can figure out how to do his voice like that, and he can predict every single move Batman's going to make. Essentially,
Right.
Okay,
Although the movie doesn't
this whole thing was a little too silly right here. This felt way too much the Adam West style. The damsel in the stress, especially Robin, which that's kind of sad.
It's shot like a game show too, which is hilarious.
Sure
It's a
did, yeah.
fucking game show.
you could save Batwoman, or no Batwoman. You could save Nicole Kidman,
Same
or
Bat-
save
no,
Robin.
man.
Deal or no deal? He's like an evil.
this is-
Howie
Yeah,
Mandel.
there should be like deal or no
It
deal.
just dawned on me that this came out 8 years before Sam Raimi did the same trope in Spider-Man with
Yeah,
like
he
Mary
did.
Jane and the kids on
No.
the bus.
Dude, he literally fucking took notes from that movie. Now choose. Like die the woman you love.
We are who we are. Now choose.
Now choose.
Mr. Two-Face looks like he's
I
crying.
have a riddle for you, Edward.
Yeah, I swear to God, like I said before, like, dude, if you take Two-Face out of the movie, nothing would have changed.
No,
He
it'd
didn't
just
really
be
do
this-
much of anything.
It would just be the Riddler doing his thing.
I mean, the only thing that he did is that he's the one who killed Dick Grayson's parents, and Dick Grayson wants
That just-
vengeance. Judges, eh.
And then it looks like he's in a nightclub now.
He might as well be a game show host.
He's like an evil Mr. Beast.
Here's the best scene in the movie. You mean regular Mr. Beast? No, this is the best scene of the movie coming up right here. This
I know
riddle.
what you mean, Ryan. I know what you mean.
Clear as daylight.
Exactly.
You're as blind as a bat.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
All that was missing was.
Oh yeah, did you predict that shit? Did you see the future?
All that was missing was the bit from Men in Black 3. It was like I should have seen this coming.
I got robbed, this sweet old lady in a motorized car. I didn't even see it coming.
Oh, that's really weird. And like they're complaining, like this thing where his head gets like, oh,
bummer.
I like how he pushes the button though. He does push the button.
Yeah.
He has enough sense to do that.
Yeah. It's like the knowledge is getting sucked out of his head.
Sorry, bro. Gotta save my lady. You understand, right, Robin? He saves her first, and then he goes after Robin last. It's like, well, he's a 30-year-old man. He'll figure it out.
We would hope so.
He's like, hey, I just met this kid.
He's an adult of legal drinking age. Let's just leave him to it.
I wonder what the contractors were thinking when they built this place. Like, why does he want an evil underground layer to drop people?
I was kind of disappointed that we didn't see enough of Robin doing his own fighting style, that he just got captured so easily.
Well, I mean, Batman's got to look good.
Yeah, you got to make Batman look good.
This is Batman's movie, not Robin's movie.
Yeah.
Until Batman and Robin.
Batman forever, not Batman and Robin forever.
Yeah,
Robin's kind of useless in that one too. But
I know.
He is kind of useless.
How did Two-Face show up? How did Two-Face?
Where the fuck did he teleported?
There's no way he could have got in there.
I was like, hey, you're still here.
Used one of Doctor Strange's portal gimmick things.
Marvel sparkles.
And then he inadvertently kills Two-Face, by the way.
He does. He inadvertently kills him.
He's like, oh, you can't kill Two-Face, but I can.
But I can.
Yeah, and even Robin saved his life. It's like man was like,
is that no?
Nah, screw that. I'll just kill him.
There's a chance he could survive this. And then Robin's like, yeah, I felt good to see him die. Okay, easy there, Robin. Easy
like that you just literally contradicted of your fucking your belief.
That's like saying don't be a murderer and then you go and murder somebody.
Dad's a bad example.
Batman's a hypocrite.
Hey, he went to sleep.
I said do what I say. I never said do what I do.
Okay. They totally. I love
the
college humor.
Turned into Christopher Lloyd all of a sudden.
Yeah, this might have been be the fucking like college humor where he just kills them. And like, no, they went to sleep.
Why do I look like Nosferatu for some reason?
Why can't I? Too many questions. Well, Malcolm did say Batman.
Bruce Wayne and Batman would be more powerful if we got the cut bat scene.
But then when George Clooney says I'm Batman, it doesn't even sound that intimidating or scary. Like, just sounds so fucking bad. Hey, Freeze, I'm Batman. I was like, what?
I will say this is the cool.
It almost sounds like he's trying to sound like fucking Kevin Conroy.
This is a cool looking Arkham Asylum.
It does. Yeah. It looks very like gothic and gloomy.
Also, you get the doctor's name is Dr. Burton.
Kind of looks like what Alice Cooper looks like today.
Dr. Burton.
It's pronounced Milwaukee.
And I love Alice Cooper too. So no one.
We always poke fun of our favorites.
We're just having fun here.
We're just having fun. It's a joke. Learn to take a joke.
Yeah.
We're not here. Don't try to cancel us. Dr. Burton. Wow. What a coincidence.
Well.
I'm Batman. Batman basically mind fucked him.
He's got a big ass head. Like
he
a cone head.
By Batman.
He totally got mind fucked.
Got a taste of his own medicine.
He's like Batman, basically.
Taste of your own medicine, doctor.
I told Batman.
I can't wait when we get to those movies.
Oh fuck, dude! I can't wait. We did, and also if you want to see the review of Batman Begins, go check out it on Kyle's channel.
Yeah, we did it on Kyle, so that was a great. Thank you for having us, by the way, Kyle.
You're welcome.
It was me. It was Matt. It was Sean Clark and Kyle.
No, it wasn't Sean Clark. It was
you lying.
I saw Sean Clark's name in there. And he said Sean.
No, it
Clark.
wasn't. It was you. You were disguised as him. It was you and him. You and Matt lied to people.
Sean Clark said he was going to shoot the Night of the Living Dead review now, where he's going to go to the Night of the Living Dead gravesite.
But you can also check me and Ryan's Lord of the Rings review that dropped today as well.
Yeah.
Check out both videos.
Minus my spotty StreamYard, it was a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah, and you never see her again in the next movie.
Kyle, this is what I'm talking about. I've been.
They're literally turning these female love interests into the Bond girls. That they're one-off Bond girls. I did like this sequence. I do like this sequence when they're running near the fucking bat signal in front of the screen. That looked pretty cool.
And the credits look like animated credits here. It's like
the shot that Schumacher will recreate with Batgirl in the next movie.
Which that was so stupid.
And cue the YouTube song.
Cue the rock music, metal music. And that is Batman Forever.
Yes, that is.
Yeah, Batman Forever. Yeah.
And there's the end credits with the bat symbol.
Playing the rock music in the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Batman Forever. What'd you guys think of it?
Who want to go first?
But it's not perfect, but I still really like this movie. I always have.
Yeah, I fuck with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's still fun, and it's great. It's always fun to watch Jim Carrey's Riddler. So,
yeah. You know what? I haven't seen this movie in a few years, but rewatching it again, I'm like, you know what? I actually, as dumb as this movie gets at times, I actually really dug this movie.
There's still some cool shots, like we said. So.
Yeah,
dude, I was like 3 years old when this movie hit because it came out in '95 and I was born in '92. So yeah, okay. I mean, if I remember correctly, I think that the Batman Forever was the first Batman live action that I've seen before I watched the Tim Burton. I watched it out of order at the time.
I think I was 1 month old, or actually,
this movie came out the year I was born.
And I remember at the time when I was a little kid with my brothers, we mess around when we watched the Joel Schumacher's Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, and we always do the reenactment. And we literally made a mask of our own with a sheet of paper, and we put a tape over our face, and we just use a blanket as a cape and try to play a superhero.
So let me ask you this, okay? Ratings. All right, Matt, starting with you, 1 to 10.
Oh. Well, it's not a perfect movie. Would I watch it on my own, without any other Batman movies? No, but I would watch it for the marathon for the Tim Burton and the Schumacher. Yes, I would. And yeah, this was fun watching it along with you guys. So, fuck. I mean, I don't know if I want to give a positive rating. I mean, yeah, it is a better movie than Batman and Robin. Don't get me wrong.
Positive rating. Like, it's not like a terrible movie. I could tell you right now, I'd rather watch this over Batman versus Superman.
I'll give it like a 6.5. A 6.5 at its best. That's me being generous.
What did you say? You just said
I said I'd watch this over Batman versus Superman.
Hey, that movie is not that bad when you watch it. It's not bad,
but I mean, honestly, I enjoy this movie more than I enjoy that movie because
yeah. It's a far better movie. Okay. Yeah, it's a far better. This is not me shitting on it. I'm like crapping on the Batman Forever. I mean, yeah, it's one of my childhoods because I grew up in the in the 90s. So yeah, I have a little bit of a nostalgia in me. So yeah, 6.5 out of 10. That's what I would give it.
What about you, Joshua?
Well, I didn't see this when it came out. I unfortunately was born the year after Batman and Robin, which I just see it when I was younger. I still enjoy it. It's got problems, no doubt about it. There are some cringy, worthy moments. The love story could have been better. and there was moments where it does go a little bit too campy, but I can still watch the movie just fine as a Batman movie. And of the Schumacher movies, this is the only one I can actually tolerate watching. Because whenever I watch Batman and Robin, I get pissed off now. But you know what? At least that's gonna be at least fun to watch as a hilarious rant. Because I will be coming back for Batman and Robin. And I'm gonna kick Batman and Robin's ass.
It's almost like The Room. Like you can't watch it by yourself, but watch it with a group of people is even more fun to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a movie that you
Yeah.
could easily
By
be
myself-
entertained and make fun of it.
Yeah. Yeah. By myself, there's moments where I can laugh at it, but when I watch it by myself, I automatically get in the pissed off mood. And to think with Batman and Robin, I actually liked it as a kid when I first saw it on TV. But Batman Forever, I will give it a 7 out of 10 because I do think it's overhated. Again, I'm not saying this movie is great. I do think there's far better Batman movies out there. The two Tim Burton ones, the Nolan ones, the 2022 movie. Even for my personal enjoyment, BVS, enjoy more than this. But I can still watch this one because you do have some entertainment value. Jim Carrey, Val Kilmer, Nicole Kidman, Chris O'Donnell does make this work. And at least Joel Schumacher, he tried with this.
All right, Ryan. What about
Ryan.
you? What do you think?
I'm gonna go 7.5. Like I said, it's not a perfect movie, but when it does hit, like the battleship stuff, or Jim Carrey doing his thing, or the riddle at the end, or when Batman's like, "I am both Bruce Wayne and Batman, not because I have to be, but because I choose to be," that still is a hard line. So definitely not perfect. It gets worse from here, but
I will agree with you that it's the best line of the movie. That was the best line of the film that became redeemable quality.
I will happily defend Batman Forever, like every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
I always say if Marvel, not Marvel Studios, I know people say Marvel, you always think Marvel Studios. I'm saying Marvel Entertainment, like from Blade all the way up to, X-Men. Like, if that Marvel, Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four, all those movies, that Marvel. I'm not talking about like Iron Man, Captain America, Avengers. I'm talking about Marvel Entertainment. If Marvel Entertainment made a Batman movie, this would be that movie. Because it's that type of movie. I if I had to give it a grade, I would probably give it, an 8 out of 10, only because I think honestly it has great cinematography, it has a great score. It has like a good Batman. I mean, this guy could have been just a phoned it in, like, hey, look at me, I'm Batman, or you're thinking, yeah, look, sometimes it does get a little ridiculous. Like sometimes the villain's a little over the top. But I mean, look, Jim Carrey understood the assignment. Tommy Lee Jones did not understand the assignment. And I think that's the biggest problem. If he would have took him out, like I agree with Matt, if you would take him out the whole movie, it would not have changed the movie at all. And in fact, I think honestly, maybe would have made the movie much better because the Riddler is a much better character than Two-Face in this movie, because that's not even accurate Two-Face. This guy, literally, Tommy Lee Jones is pretending to be the Joker in this movie. Literally. Because that's not Two-Face in this movie. He just overacts like he's Jack Nicholson's Joker. And I think Tommy Lee Jones, who is an Oscar-winning actor, thought, oh, he's just a crazy, mentally ill guy. Okay, so he's like the Joker, which is not the case at all. And I honestly think this movie does started a trend with like nerdy villains who became antagonists. And I think this is the first where it starts. And I think Jim Carrey did such a fantastic job in this role to where, and I mean, look, you may not like this character, or you may not like, this movie that much. But I will say, it literally is a much better Batman movie than, in fact, guess what? Roger Ebert loved this movie. He said it was better than Batman Returns. He hated Batman Returns and Batman 89. He said Batman Returns is the best Batman movie next to Batman Mask of the Phantasm. He said he does not like Batman Returns and Batman 89. He said Batman Forever is the best Batman movie.
Wow.
And you know what? I kind of have to. I love Batman Returns, but I kind of agree. If you show a kid this movie, they're gonna like it more than if you show like a kid Batman 89 or Batman Returns. And and I think this movie, and it's
Well,
not.
Well, I don't think that's really true because kids can still enjoy the Tim Burton Batman movies and growing up.
Yeah.
Like even myself, I instantly loved the Tim Burton when I was
So did
watching
I.
those movies as a little kid. I was like fucking like 5 or 6 years old
I mean,
when I
if you
watched it on
put a
VHS.
kid-
Kids can still enjoy it. The parents were just being stupid and ignorant about the whole
Yeah.
backlash of the whole Batman
You know what I'm
Returns.
saying? Like, this movie doesn't waste time. Like first Batman '89 had a lot of like Vicky and Bruce scenes. This scene doesn't have that. This scene really cuts to the point. In which I will say, I think the Schumacher cut. I can understand why they cut it down because they felt like, look, there's too many lovey-dovey scenes, and there's too much like scenes that cut away from Batman, and that's why they kind of cut it up to make it where it focuses on Batman. Although I do really enjoy this movie. I really, really enjoy this movie, and I do think that I hope we get the Schumacher cut, but I understand if we never do because I mean this movie's not a bad movie. I mean it's not like Justice League 2016, or like it's not like the theatrical cut of Batman versus Superman, or Superman 2. Which I will say I don't think Superman 2 is a terrible movie. I just think it is a lesser superior movie than Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut.
Yeah. I mean, if only we were able that he was able to at least finish
Yeah.
shooting the movie, and that way we would have get more better scenes and better effects.
He cut a lot of the camp out of Superman 2.
Especially with Lois Lane finding out that he's Superman, because that scene in the Richard Donner that was like an audition tape for screen like chemistry test, because you could tell it looks so like out of order with these shots that they had to do multiple takes.
I would say to me it's just much better than what we would have done.
Especially the scene where Jor-El gives his powers back. That scene really got me emotional. Because
Right.
you got to remember, because Superman 1 and 2 that Richard Donner directed, that was made to be a 2-part because he shot 2 movies at the same time.
Yeah, and they got fired.
Yeah, he got fired and let go.
So Fletz, what about you?
Mine's 7 out of 10. So that's my.
That's
rating.
it. You don't have any, just like 7 out of 10. Next.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed it. So I had fun.
He's
with
more like
it.
Jake took the words out of my mouth.
You guys were already talking, said them.
He's like, I can't really add to the conversation.
I get added anything. It's like
You guys
fuck.
already took everything when I was. It was
You stole it from me.
It was fun, and it was great to watch this with you guys. And the Riddler was great, and and there were some really cool shots. I still enjoy, it's fun watching with a group of people, for sure. So
Yeah,
I give it 7 out of 10.
How cool is the look of? I mean, how cool is that? Okay, I mean, look at that. How cool is Jim Carrey as the Riddler? Okay, I mean, look, you get hero shots in this movie. I mean, like, look at Two-Face. I mean, that is a much cooler look. Even the Statue of Liberty, which makes no sense why it's in this movie.
Yeah,
at all.
makes no sense. Like you're trying to make Gotham, New York.
Yeah, it's like Gotham is New York.
Just like when the Nolan's Batman trilogy is that more Chicago.
Which I will say, and McDonald's was very happy with this movie.
I'm not surprised
McDonald's
because
like,
it gave him a buttload of money for
This
that.
was
off
the
that
6th
quarter.
highest grossing movie of 1995.
oh wow. Also, so Jacob Martin, what do you got? What's your rating?
Well, so I think when I first saw the film as a teenager, I really liked it. And then I went on a spell where I thought I hated this movie, much like Batman and Robin. But watching this movie again, I'm like, you know what? I actually do really like this movie. It's way better than Batman and Robin. Val Kilmer, I thought, was a solid Batman. Jim Carrey's great as the Riddler. He steals the entire movie. This, I think, if we're just doing the Burton Schumacher Batman movies, this is the one that explored Bruce Wayne's psyche the best out of the movies, and I got to give Schumacher credit for that. Yeah, I wish we had the Schumacher cut scenes. I think probably would have made some aspects of the story a little better, but the movie we got still a lot of fun. There's some cringe stuff, yeah, with Nicole Kidman and everything. I'm not too crazy on that, but I had a fun time watching this movie. There's actually some aspects of this movie I like over Batman 89. That's just my personal opinion. It's not as good as Returns, but this is still an enjoyable Batman movie. A little overhated in my opinion. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10.
Jacob,
Awesome.
I love you. I just want to say that right now because you're the only person that right there understands this, and also Matt can go fuck himself.
And and Jake just creamed in his pants.
Yeah. But, I just want to say, speaking of assholes, that yeah, there are people that don't like this movie. Yeah, there are people that just see this movie like Matt that are assholes that think this movie like has Val Kilmer, like Val Kilmer, Jim Carrey's over the top. But then again, at the end of the day, I mean, like this movie when it came out, it was well loved. I mean, like this movie made more money than Batman Returns. It sold really well merchandise, and most of the reviews are positive. I mean, the biggest positive review, was from one of the biggest critics of all time, saying, "I love this movie." And I mean, look, if Tim Burton, I love Returns, but you know what? This is what they wanted. They wanted a lighter franchise. They wanted the lighter tone, and this movie did that. And I think honestly, if Batman and Robin had knocked it out of the ballpark like this one, then these two movies would be well regarded. They would not be like shit. But the thing is, though, Batman and Robin was so.
I feel like the reason Forever is so hated nowadays is probably because Schumacher's lumped in with Batman and Robin. I'm like, oh, Robin was so bad. I guess Batman Forever is garbage too now.
I mean, if Schumacher had left the movie and then another director had taken over, then I think it would have had Schumacher's Batman Forever. Like, oh, you remember when Joel Schumacher directed Batman movie? That was so great, man. If Schumacher would have directed Batman and Robin, this would be great. But instead, Schumacher did direct a movie, and there's a lot of problems with that Batman and Robin. And one of the biggest problems is it doesn't even have it doesn't even have like a Batman actor. Like Val Kilmer doesn't even appear in it. It's like George Clooney is, and and it's like you kind of like at that point, even like when Val Kilmer, when you recasted Michael Keaton for Val Kilmer, a lot of people were curious because they're like, Michael Keaton is there to recast? I got to see this new actor who's going to play Batman. I want to see what he does. Then when now you're but then when it happens again, then you're at that point you're just kind of like, well, I don't give a shit. Also like for instance, it could have been much worse. I mean, look, Arnold Schwarzenegger was offered first Batman. He was.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Arnold was offered Batman before Mr. Freeze.
He does have the physique, but the voice not so much. But I would love to see him play Batman. That would be funny.
I'm Batman.
Hey, Freeze, I'm Batman.
Oh my God, he sounds just like Bruce Wayne. Apparently, Bruce Wayne's from Austria.
He doesn't got to say shit in that movie. Blah, blah.
No.
Consider this a divorce, Mr. Freeze.
It's like in Jingle All the Way where he was the normal father, and then he became Turbo Man. It's like, Jamie, I'm gonna get you, Jamie.
I'm gonna get you, Jamie.
Not down.
Imagine that line. Alfred's not sick, he's dying. He'd be like, Alfred is not sick, he's dying. You're just like, oh my God. Like, I just imagine that scene where like, Alfred is not sick, he's dying. Just like, oh, okay, all right. Joel Schumacher, like, Arnold, lower it down, okay? You're at like 11. You need to be at like a 6, okay?
You sound so far away, Jake.
It's like literally, I'm trying to tell him his father, Alfred is dying. He doesn't understand. You're a fucking choir boy compared to me, Robin. I honestly, now I kind of wish we would have had that. I guarantee you, Mr. Freeze would have been a much better character.
Robin, you don't understand.
So,
Jamie, I'm out there coming to you.
But no, when they were bidding, he goes 7 million. Never
7 million.
Who do you guys want to see?
I got the bad credit card.
I got that bad credit card, Robin.
I never leave home without it.
Get to the chopper.
So who you guys want to see play Mr. Freeze now? If they ever did bring him back.
I don't know.
I want to see someone like Idris Elba. I wanted Lance Henriksen. Lance Henriksen, I thought would have been a great choice.
Henriksen.
Lance Henriksen. Not Harrison.
or you know what? Giovanni Esposito.
Giancarlo.
One thing. Giancarlo Esposito.
I'm
not
like, good with names saying the names.
Hold on here. Right now, he's already playing too many villain roles, especially in Brave New World. He's literally playing the same character in every villain role he's in. Can we just? He's at a point where he's so typecast.
Okay, fine. All right, you know what? The Rock is Mr. Freeze.
Let's see what The Rock's cooking. Shut up, bitch.
Batman is about to change.
The hierarchy of Gotham is about to
The hierarchy Gotham is about to
That
change.
would literally be the same casting as Arnold. I'm sorry, that would just be the exact.
That would be definitely.
I was gonna say I think Bryan Cranston would be an incredible Mr. Freeze.
Oh yeah, he
Yes.
would be perfect.
James McAvoy is Mr. Freeze. Or
No, he's amazing. James McAvoy, I'd be in all the way. He's
or Michael
great.
Fassbender would be also good.
Oh, he's great in anything. Like with Fassbender and McAvoy, sign me up.
I think he might be a little too old to play him now, but if it was like 25, 30 years ago, Patrick Stewart would have been an amazing Mr. Freeze.
Oh my God,
Stewart.
Patrick
Yeah.
Stewart.
He was supposed to play him. That was literally he was supposed to play him. They said they talked to Patrick Stewart about playing Mr. Freeze, and that was the way he was written. But Arnold wanted that role so bad that he told them, "I don't want Batman. I want Mr. Freeze," and they gave it to Arnold. And that's Akiva Goldsmith was angry because he said, "I wrote perfect dialogue, Shakespearean dialogue that would have been equivalent to Batman animated series, Mr. Freeze." And then Arnold him and his writer kept thinking about jokes to throw in there, going, "Oh my God, we have ice puns," because he loved Jim Carrey.
Iceman in Comet, but see.
He loved Jim Carrey's the Riddler so much that he kept writing ice puns to throw in.
Dude,
there.
the hardcore Arnold fan loved Batman and Robin because of Mr. Freeze and how he delivered the one-liner dialogue.
The dinosaurs, the Ice Age.
Yeah.
All right,
Ice Age.
can we
All right,
wrap
so
this
what do you
up?
guys got coming up?
I gotta wake up in the morning to drive to Clearwater.
Okay. Where can Ryan? Where can they find you?
YouTube at RyanCam20. Small talk every Tuesday. The David Lynch project coming up down the road. Honestly, too many things for me to mention at the moment, but a lot of very good things coming up. So haven't checked me out, please do.
Joshua, what do you got coming up on your channel?
Well, honestly, for the past 3 weeks, I've just been inactive and I've been a little disappearing because of stuff that's been going on. Not in my life, but in the reality. But I'm gonna get back into it. I got some stuff on my channel. I'm gonna try to make another attempt at a live stream. I don't know what. Also, I'm planning to do probably the Superman thing, the commentaries, but we'll see how that pans out. But right now, it's just I've been taking a little small break and also still having to do my best and worst of 2024. But I got some stuff in the works, and I do have some videos saved in my YouTube drafts that I haven't uploaded, and also, but I should have stuff coming out. But you guys can find me on YouTube at Epitastic Joshua, Facebook, Instagram, Letterboxd, Snapchat. Also, I do have an Amazon wish list. If you would like to send me anything from my wish list, or you want to send me anything, my address is in the description box. You can save this away. I also have Cash App if you want to financially support the channel. I have moved from Twitter, the toxic ass website, to Blue Sky, which I am on Blue Sky now instead of Twitter. And pretty much that's all I have coming. And this is the year of my 10 years of YouTube coming this December.
Okay. I'm gonna send you a blow up doll, Josh, from your Amazon wish list.
Please don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you guys?
I will be back. I will be back for Batman and Robin. So
okay, yes, you will.
Get ready.
Make sure you put on the bat nipples suit and all. Okay, we gotta have you at full blast.
I don't have the Batman suit from Batman and Robin.
What do you got coming up, Jacob Martin?
Coming up. Let me see. I'll be doing a bad movie watch party with Henry Mockingbird next week. We're covering the Ugandan action film Who Killed Captain Alex.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't get my invitation, I guess, huh?
Well, it looks wild and ridiculous. What else I got coming up? I do Discussing DreamWorks every month. Me and Ryan just reviewed The Penguins earlier this month. We'll be diving into a real doozy in February with Rihanna's extended music video featuring Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, Home. An awful movie.
Oh wow! I bet you Ryan's looking forward to that.
So that's coming up. Me and Ryan also have been covering Leonard Skinner album, since I also do music on my channel, so we're still going for that series.
Yeah,
that's
just
some
a
of the stuff
simple
I got.
man, you know, just a simple man that's free as a bird, you know.
Down in Sweet Home, Alabama.
That's right. What do you got coming up?
Back my bullets.
Oh yeah. What do you got coming up? Flet's Movies and Pop Culture 13. What up, Tyler?
Yeah, like I said, you can find me on Flet's Movies Pop Culture 13 on my YouTube channel. Me and Ryan, I just dropped my Lord of the Rings Fellowship the review with me and Ryan recorded the other day, so that just uploaded today. On Sunday, I'm doing a Scary Movie 2 watch party with Horror, Mr. Hot Take, Shay, Sipping Ice. They're all coming on to watch Scary Movie 2 with me. I do got a couple of interviews coming up. You know, Dick Warlock, who was Michael Myers in Halloween 2, is coming on the channel. Adrian Barbeau is coming on the channel at some point for an interview. So there's a lot of stuff coming.
And Sean Clark will be on there eventually.
No, not you. You won't be. But real Sean Clark will be coming on the channel for top 10 moments in John Carpenter films. So yeah. And then at some point, I would love to have Jacob Martin on the channel eventually. Here, so.
All
right.
Eventually.
We'll make that up. So, and then of course we're planning to do our Spider-Man 2 watch party here soon with all you guys. So,
well, I mean, you and Sean Clark are. I'm not. I didn't get an invite.
No, yeah, you invited. You don't lie.
One day that dude's just gonna be like, "Hey, I heard you've been throwing my name out, like you've been impersonating me."
No, Sean. You know what? This guy on 3D movie cinema. You know what he's been doing?
He's like, hey, and next time I'm gonna go find out where I'm gonna go find a horror movie site where your location is.
Find out who this is.
It's like, oh shit, Sean Clark. He's like, I'm right here now. Like, oh shit.
It's Dukin, isn't it?
So, and last but certainly not least, well, actually, yeah, I think me, of course, and I'm gonna say where I got. No, okay, Matt, what do you got coming up?
Well, I just dropped my Wolfman review. Definitely check that out. And I still got to edit my top 10 worst movies of 2024. And I will be doing, and I definitely am planning to do, I do small talk every Tuesday with these two jackals. So yeah, keep an eye open for that. And yeah, I will be seeing Thursday for the movie called Companion, which I will be reviewing the next day. I can't wait. So yeah, I'm excited to do this Batman and Robin, rating the trash on that film for next week.
And then get to the good stuff again.
By the way, 2 weeks. That's going to be in 2 weeks, not next.
Oh, it's going to be in 2 weeks. Oh, never mind. Oh, okay, I stand corrected.
We're not doing this.
I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting that we do it 2 weeks.
We don't do it in weeks because everybody's busy. Like 2 weeks, everybody can get together. Every week, no. Yeah. No. But anyway, yeah, and so I got small talk coming up with these pricks every week. We're gonna record Talking Silence on the 28th. Are we recording? Yeah, because remember Jason, the old millennial's got to do it on 27th. They swap schedule, so we're gonna be recording Talking Silence on the 28th, and then of course, which is a Silence of the Lamb podcast, and then of course that will be up eventually, which we will drop a new episode on the 28th as well. So we'll record ours off camera. And then we'll drop one. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do that soon. So yeah, we've been away, but we're coming back hard and ready. And of course,
that's what she said.
That's what she said. Yeah. And then of course,
also, as far as me goes, who knows? You might, those of y'all watching, you might see me collaborate with one of these guys again, like Ryan or Jacob or Fleet or even Matt. So just y'all stick around.
We also, eventually we're gonna do Spider-Man 2 watch along on Fleet's channel, and we're doing, we got Small Talk, Talking Silence, and this Friday, next Friday, I will have my review for Nosferatu 2024 review drop. Spoiler alert, I really, really liked it. It's really good. And so yeah, that's what I got coming on my channel, and then in 2 weeks we will be doing Batman and Robin. Yeah, nipples and all.
You're in big trouble now, Batman and Robin.
Yeah, and I just want to say thank you all for y'all being here. I'm glad that you all came on. I am so sorry that that Ryan took forever to get in here. I know that Ryan had to run marathons. He was running
I
like
get
miles an hour.
Whatever.
He's trying not to chafe up.
Oh man. Yeah.
Ryan said, "That's not true. I don't run slow." He said, "I run at a distance."
There you go.
There,
I ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah. But yes, Ryan, I appreciate you for coming on. I know it's out of your busy schedule. I know that I'm glad that you could fit me in. Just a little guy in. Out of your entire schedule. But no, I'm really excited. Ryan's we got a lot of things coming up together, and I can't wait to once we'll get closer, you'll start seeing it. I know people keep harassing us. Eventually, we're gonna get to Joker and Joker Folia do. We have not yet done that.
Hold on. People are harassing you about that?
Yes, I have people asking that. Where's Joker? Where's the Joker, the Phillips project? I thought did y'all not do Joker and Joker Folia do?
Really? People are getting so upset.
We were gonna do it.
There are three words. We're getting there.
We were gonna do it, and we were so excited. We did every Todd Phillips movie, and then Joker came out.
And then it was bad.
And we were just like, you know what? We don't want to record. Let's take our time. And then priorities. Yeah, we were excited. Like everyone knew we were excited. We even interviewed my cousin who worked on War Dogs. By the way, if you've not seen that video, that is a great video. I went back and rewatched it.
I watched it. That's so
he
cool.
worked on War Dogs, and
after I got done watching that video, I literally I rented War Dogs to watch that film.
He said he's seen it over 100 times. I have not rewatched it. I watched it 100 times. It's like, in which he told us some funny stuff too. Like I still to this day was thinking about the other day where he talked about Robin Hood the movie, because I saw the pre-visual footage of Robin Hood. I don't know what happened to that movie. He goes, that movie was really good. It was like going to be John Wick but with arrows. And then I don't know what happened where that movie became terrible. Like because they tested that movie like 12 times and it was awful every time. It was like, but yeah, that was fun. That was a fun review. I'm gonna have to get him back on when we do Ready Player One.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much. If you can, like and subscribe to these guys' channels. Links in the comment below. Thank you so much. Give them a follow. Subscribe to Matt Wyatt's OnlyFans. Thank you so much. All right, that's Batmantary for this week. Catch us next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. Sharpton for president, y'all. We're out.
Peace.
Jackie Jackson for VP.
Bye bye. Stay at his house.